Good appropriate time of the day to you friends and enemies. I am Richard, and this is LMTTTMFFR, or, say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels. And he said, adjusting his head, how are you all doing today? I hope you're doing alright. I am awake and doing things, and have various exciting deliveries to pick up today that I missed yesterday. So, seems like a reasonably good day to be doing things. And yesterday, sorry, the 29th, something that I didn't mention, there was a new edition of Game Deck, the game that we ran a while back, which I didn't get all the way through it. But they've now got the definitive edition, which adds in a new case and messes with a case that was already in there, adds a Cthulhu-ish vibe to it, which should be fun to look at. Go back and look at the old case. The reason I stopped doing that was because stopped playing through Game Deck was because when it fixed things, when it patched, it broke the saves. So I would have to have gone and watched all the old videos and made all exact the same decisions in order to get to the same point to continue our narrative. It felt like a lot of work for not much reward. But now that the definitive edition, which was free for previous owners of the old version, has come in and changed a few things around, it might be time to look at it again and, see if I can continue down the path I was going down before and solve the case of the mysteries. But that is not why we're here today. We're here today, as you can tell from my lovely cat body, to continue with the excavation of Hobbs Barrow. So, without further prevarication, waffling, or anything else, let us jump on over and do things with stuff. Hey-ya. Hey-ya. Oh. And then, resume. Right, we had just dug out the ammonite out of here, and the girl, we had returned her dolly to her, and she ran off saying hide and seek. So I guess we've got to find her to follow her to where Hobbs Barrow is, because she knew. There's a shrub. Let's click on the shrub first of all.
The delicate flowers smell rather sweet.
Can I take one now? No. There's our ammonite.
An exceptional ammonite fossil.
A chisel. We need to get the lantern oil from somewhere. I picked up Kenneth the worm.
It's little Kenneth.
Exactly. I've got the trowel, a glove, a matchbook, a room key, and the letters. We haven't added to these. Nope, we've still got 3. So we'll just get rid of those. And there's nothing else. No. If I click the to-do menu, locate Hobbs Barrow and refill lantern somehow. Which I assume we do from the lantern we already know, but let's follow the girl. Play hide and seek. Oh, well, that's possibly simple. If we're just following her like this. Ah, well, the vomits is gone. I wonder if any woodland creatures ate that. Wouldn't that be scary? Well, not scary. Ah, she's not. I was going to say, she's probably in the hole. Seems we can't see her.
Jane must be hiding in there, the little scamp.
Do I need to get oil in order to get her out?
Get out of there. Don't make me come in.
Because I wouldn't fit.
Fine.
It's too dark?
Curses. The hole is too small for me to fit through.
What if I throw a wiggly worm in there?
That won't make the entrance any bigger.
No, but I was hoping... Oh well, the trowel will do it. I was hoping throwing a worm in there might get her to run out.
I was always happiest with a trowel in my hand.
Uh-oh, flashbacks.
Uncovering
I forgot I
hidden
needed to press
worlds
that.
within the earth itself, clod by clod. That should do it.
Why was she not doing
I've made the
reacting in
hole
any way?
larger. I should be able to fit through.
Never mind. In we go.
Jane!
Darkness.
It's pitch black down there. Jane? 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 Jane?
You couldn't have had different...
Jane?
Alright. Well, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my paraffin.
My lantern is empty.
Yep.
Kenneth didn't pack any spare oil.
Yep. Out we go then. Yes, I know you're in there. Hello.
Horace is the leader of this band of merry men.
I suppose
I
you've
have
got lamp
nothing else
oil.
to ask for the time being.
Alright, then back to the blacksmith. Oh, I can map this, right? To... where is it? Village Square. Hey, I would like to show you my lantern and ask if I can...
Look, we have the same lantern.
Aye, so we do.
Can I...
Good day.
Yes.
Lantern.
I was wondering if you might be able to spare some lantern oil.
I
Exactly.
don't have much to spare, lass. Paraffin is as rare as hen's teeth in these parts. How much coin do you have?
Naught.
None, I'm afraid.
If you're in a bind, I can trade you a small amount.
A trade, you say?
Aye.
What do you want? Oh, you want the ammonite, don't you?
What can I trade you for some lantern oil?
Surprise me.
Thanks
Alright.
for your...
Aye. Speak to you later.
I have this worm. I'm going to offer you the worm.
I don't think Mr. Crozier would be interested in trading his paraffin for this.
He might be an avid fisherman who can't catch his own worms. You never know. Ammonite. Ammonite.
Would you trade some of your paraffin for this fossilized ammonite, Mr. Crozier?
Now then, 'tis a beauty that. It looks familiar. I'll take it off your hands.
Wonderful.
Let me fetch some paraffin from inside.
Let me not animate that bit of the pole.
There you are.
There you are. Excellent.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Achievement unlocked. Fossil collector.
An opened tin of paraffin. There's still quite a bit left inside.
Oh, looks like I'm going to have to burn something later on.
My lantern is fueled and ready for action.
Is it on as well?
My lantern is fueled and operational.
Ah. That was... Oh, I suppose I could have got the paraffin before I got the lantern. No. Well, maybe I could have got the paraffin before I got the lantern. But that was a pointless step. And there was no sound effects or anything to make it interesting. So, I don't know. Now, I did have one thought. You are talking about slaying worms. Here's a worm.
I don't think anyone really wants to see my worm.
You'd be surprised. There are certain sites on the internet
I don't think anyone
that I
really
will
wants to
immediately
see
stop
my
saying
worm.
that thing. Do you want to see a worm?
I don't think anyone...
No, alright. No, alright, let's just go back to Hernwood. Hern was the hunter. Oh, no, not exit. No, alright, okay. Hern was the hunter and has mythology tied in with... I'm not sure if he has mythology tied in with Robin Hood or whether that's just the Robin of Sherwood 1980s TV series that has him in there. But Hern the Hunter was certainly a mythical figure. That's interesting.
Right, let's put this lantern to good use.
Let's find the horrific dead body of the girl who is giggling because, I don't know, wind is going through her windpipes and making noise.
Jane, come out at once.
Can you hear that heartbeat in the background there? This fly is buzzing around down here. You're a badger.
Goodness me.
How did you get past me?
Jane!
Silly, what are you doing in that smelly old badger's hole?
You were in there.
No, I weren't.
Yes, you were.
Not true. I was hiding behind that tree over there. I got bored of waiting for you.
So where can I find Hobbs
Ah.
Barrow?
Go north from
Okay,
the church
well.
graveyard, up the hill. You'll see some muddy fields on the horizon. That's Mr. Bryden's farm. Hobbs Barrow is there. Don't tell any grown-ups I told you.
Nope.
And thanks for getting Myrtle back.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jane. You've been a great help.
Game saved. Oh! There goes another thing. I did look at it yesterday, for those of you who are curious. And yes, there is a achievement, or two achievements, for the Shakespeare quotes. One for getting them all right, and one for getting none of them right. Are you open and unlocked now? No.
It's locked.
What about you?
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
I was going to tell her about how I crawled inside a badger set for no reason.
This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked
Yes,
grave.
whose? Oh well, let's go north. Hey! I scared you away again, that's good. Can I have another worm?
I've already taken one.
What if I want another one? Worm, 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 worm. Alright. Just checking there were no stones I needed or anything. Go north!
As I trudged through the barren moors, with only the odd sheep for company, I reflected upon my visit to Bewley thus far.
Not all that great,
The
eh?
enigmatic Mr. Shoulder and his puzzling disappearance. The townsfolk of Bewley, who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find Hobbs Barrow. The suspicion, the wariness in their eyes.
Typical English welcome, actually.
Only now I know
Who
it
are
was
you,
actually
weird
fear.
person who doesn't come from here? You come from the village down the road? Well, we don't like outsiders here in this village. I mean, you might only live 5 minutes down the road, but you're a weird outsidery person. How very insular of us. Only now I knew it was actual fear.
In the end, it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate.
Alright. Well, there's
The
a gate.
opens out into a vast tilled field. I've no desire to wander the furrows.
Why not? Well, let's look around the house first of all before we knock on the house. Oh, it's another bucket.
The empty bucket smells of rancid milk.
Oh,
This is not mine to take.
that isn't great. That it's rancid milk. Hey! Oh, I hope there's a puzzle like Broken
What a
Swords puzzle.
wild-looking thing.
Hello.
Easy, girl.
It's got horns. I'm not sure it's a girl.
I'm not fond of goats at the best of times, but this one seems particularly disagreeable.
So what? Would you like a worm?
I should leave the goat alone.
Alright. I'm assuming I need to free it in order to do a thing. If the goat dies, however, or is sacrificed or something, not be happy. I'll be mildly unhappy, I should say.
What do you want?
Introduce oneself. That is the English way.
My name is Thomasina Bateman.
If you are
Mr.
impertinent,
Bryden, I presume.
usually you
Aye.
would wait for somebody
What do you
else
want,
to
lass?
introduce you. Tell me about your goat.
That's quite an intimidating goat you own.
The old girl does a better job of protecting this farm than any hound would. She still produces a lot of milk for us, so we forgive her temper.
Ah, are you the rancid milk producer? Okay, interesting. Tell me about Lord
What
Panswick.
can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
He keeps us going. Most of our crops go to feed his animals.
What is he like?
Oh, I've hardly laid eyes on him. He sends his workers here to pick up the crops.
I see.
Alright, and now that I've exhausted all other conversation, tell me about this place that I have heard of, Bob's Marrow?
I understand Hobbs Barrow is located on your land.
Oh, well, yes. Why'd you ask?
I am an antiquarian, Mr. Bryden. I'm
I
writing a volume
am
on
a
the Barrows of
librarian.
England.
Oh, I suppose you'll be wanting to dig about it.
If at all possible,
mummy
Mr. Bryden.
movies.
I was
Great.
invited to Bewley by Mr.
Or at
Leonard
least the
Shoulder,
first one
who
was
told me
excellent.
such an excavation would be possible.
Leonard Shoulder? Ha! I haven't seen him in years. The last I heard he were on death's door. There's to be no more digging there, lass. Not since it went so badly last time.
Oh, what happened last time then? And I think Leonard Shoulder might be dead in that grave. I'm not entirely certain, but
Was
hey.
there a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Aye. Me brother dug it up. Must have been, what, 25 years ago?
Oh,
You see, whatever he found inside, well, it drove him
drove
mad.
him mad.
Oh?
Aye. I moved back here to look after him. Poor bastard hanged himself not long after.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bryden. That's terrible.
Aye. Time passes, but it were an awful thing.
Alright, but you moved back here, so you went away. So then your brother hanged himself. You could have sold the farm and moved on. Alright, yeah, who were the other men?
Who else was involved in the excavation?
2 others, I believe. Outsiders, perhaps. I can't say for sure. I think they left town pretty swiftly afterwards. I lived in Bakewell at the time. I only moved back here to look after Samuel. I took over the farm when he passed away.
I see.
Alright, tell me about the farm. You doing
What
alright?
can you tell me about your farm?
Samuel's fair to side. We're a fortunate family. The soil is fertile here. Crops grow without too much trouble. All the other farmers round here raise livestock. Even Lord Panswick. We grow feed for him.
Most fortunate, Mr. Bryden.
Maybe. Blood. Fertiles. No. What is it? Blood something the field. Fertilizes the field. Causing the crops to grow. Alright, tell me a bit about Leonard.
You haven't seen Mr. Shoulder for some time.
I hear about him now and then, but it must be a good few years since I set eyes on him.
He hasn't been here to visit Hobbs Barrow.
Not to my knowledge. I heard he's beset by ailments. Don't leave his home often.
How odd. I assumed he'd spoken to you about my visit.
Not at all.
Tell me more.
You say Mr. Shoulder is at death's door. What exactly ails him?
I'm unsure. It's just what I've heard. I wouldn't want to speculate on matters that are not my business.
So you're the opposite of Mrs. Duplancy. Alright, tell me a bit about yourself. You moved back here after your brother died. You doing okay on the farm? You got company?
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Bryden.
I live here with my wife, and I might be long in tooth, but I can still run this farm without too much help.
Where's your wife?
Is your wife home?
She's out in fields, lass, pulling weeds. The curse of such fertile soil. 40 years we've been married. I couldn't do it without her, you see.
How splendid.
Aye, my wife is a fine woman. Are you married, lass?
No. I've had my fair share of proposals, Mr. Bryden, but that's
Have
not the
you?
life for me.
Marriage is an important institution. You'll find a man one day.
I
Marriage
manage
isn't a
rather
word.
well without one,
It's a
Mr. Bryden.
sentence. Alright. And tell me about your brother and how he hanged himself horrifically. I need to know more.
What did your brother find?
Samuel. Samuel were his name.
Sorry, what did Samuel find in the barrow?
I don't know. But something went wrong. Afterward, he could barely speak. You couldn't make out a word, like.
That must have been hard.
He lost a hand in that excavation too, you know.
Goodness me, how?
I try hard
That's
not to
just
speculate on what might have happened.
careless. I mean,
I'd see him disappear into that barrow, dragging timber in with him. You'd hear him hammering away for hours. I offered him help, but he'd have none of it. Soon enough, he blocked the entrance off. To look at it now, you'd never know the thing we dug up. The land has reclaimed it.
I need your permission to excavate it. Will this involve me going on some long task in order to, I don't know, weed the fields for you so that you can give me permission and understand that I'm not like the other grave robbers?
Mr. Bryden, may I please have your permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
No. Have you not been listening, lass?
Exactly.
Samuel found something in there that's best left to rot. No digging here, lass.
I'm afraid I won't take no for an answer, Mr. Bryden. Wouldn't you like to find out more about what Samuel found in there? No! Clearly not.
I'm afraid I won't take no for an answer, Mr. Bryden.
Well, you're going to have to.
You sound all happy. Can I at least see where it is?
Perhaps I can at least see Hobbs Barrow.
I suppose you've come a long way
I
to
was
be
going
here,
to say,
lass.
thank
the
you
way
very
from
much
London,
for that
Mr. Bryden.
consideration.
Have you any proof of all you've told me?
Proof of what? What do you mean?
You wish to see proof of what, Mr. Bryden?
I can't let any Tom, Dick or Harry wander around me fields. What proof have you of your claims?
What claims?
You wish to see...
I can't let... What proof?
I don't know what
Thanks
you mean.
for your time.
Ta-ra now.
Do you want proof that I'm an archaeologist? Excavator? No, that's the big tractory thing. I can show you the letters from Leonard Shoulder, who invited me down here.
Here is proof that Mr. Shoulder invited me to Bewley in order to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Is that his
Leonard
handwriting?
making bold promises, I see. Don't make me regret this. But yes, you can have a look at it.
Thank you.
Any road. Once you've set your eyes on it, you won't be wanting outdo with it. The place gives one a queer feeling.
So
All
where
right.
can I find it?
Through that gate to your left. Just head straight across the top to the field there. After 10 minutes or so, you'll see Barrow, set on a hill ahead.
Thank you again, Mr. Bryden.
I mean,
I really do appreciate it.
the gate isn't to my left, it's behind me. I guess I never actually face directly forwards or backwards, so it could be behind me.
I
Hey,
can't
Mr.
think of
Bryden,
anything else to talk about right now.
can I look in your window? Alright, well, we'll leave the goat for now. We'll come back and figure out what to do with it. It's raining again! We must have got back to England. As opposed to that weird dimension we were just in.
I probably should have brought my umbrella.
I wonder if you could have brought your umbrella. It didn't seem to be an interactable
Perhaps
thing.
I could take a closer look.
Yeah, I was hoping you would say something about the stone before walking over to it. Like, ooh, markings. AR.
AR. I haven't a clue what that could be referring to.
No, I don't know. I mean, it's not his brother, because his brother was Samuel. Is there anything else? No, it's just a long look at the stone. Alright. Well, let's sacrifice a worm on top of the stone.
That's a peculiar idea.
Could have been a sacrificial slab.
I'm not sure what that...
No, no, what I want is to dig it up with a trowel.
It's the barrow itself that I'm more interested in excavating.
Yeah, I know, but the stone is interesting and I wanted to have a look at it. Alright.
Finally, here it is. Hobbs Barrow.
You'd never know it to look at it that had been excavated, aside from that big old archway
Indeed,
that they've
a
got
barrow
there
of
that looks like an
most
entrance.
unusual rectangular form. I've not seen something like this since West Kennet Long Barrow. Yes, this shall make a fine entry for my book.
I wonder
What
what West
secrets do
Kennet
you conceal,
Long
I
Barrow
wonder?
is. I would love to know more. Alright. Touch it. Feel the secrets deep within. Understand.
That smell. Earthy and sweet.
Does it take you back? Achievement unlocked. Hobbs Barrow. It does take you back. Alright, fine.
3, 2, 1. You can open your eyes now, Thomasina.
Do I need to find him? Is he hiding?
Come.
No. You're preparing a surprise for me.
Are you ready for your first excavation?
Oh, you have
Yes,
hidden
Daddy.
stuff for me.
Capital. Make sure you remember everything I've taught you. I have a feeling you might find something special.
How exciting!
I'll be watching from the steps, my little bird. Good luck.
Thank you, Daddy.
Alright, well there's a thing over here to begin with, a trowel.
Daddy told me I should always carry a trowel on my excavations.
I look,
Now I'm ready.
I look forward to listening to the bloopers that will happen in the director's commentary, and probably hear excavation mispronounced several times. Okay, there's some dirt. There's also some dirt. There's some dirt over here. Hello.
I want to find treasures like Daddy does.
Alright then. Alright, let's look at the dirt.
Daddy
first of
has buried something here.
all. Okay. Keen observational skills. I've accidentally dug up my dead cat. Oh no!
Just worms.
Are you sure? I mean, one of them could be Kenneth.
I can't find the treasure, Daddy.
That's not what I
Keep
wanted to say.
looking, my little
Okay.
bird.
I just
Leave
wanted
no
to see how you were
stone
doing.
unturned.
Oh, I wonder if that's a clue.
Hello.
Let's not do them in order. Let's go over here and dig up this dirt.
Thomasina, a true archaeologist, uses the
Oh,
tools of her
alright, okay,
trade.
I get that's a nice little scene, but, you know, I have the trowel and I have used the trowel once. So, you know, recognise that fact.
No treasures here.
Alright. Well, I assume that the treasure is only ever in the third one. I should have looked and see if there was worms.
Treasure!
Oh,
Daddy,
it's an
I found
urn.
the treasure! Look!
Well done, little bird. Your first successful excavation.
What
That
have you
urn
found?
you're holding is very old and precious.
Throw it on the ground to
Take
see what's
good
inside
care
it.
of it, all right?
I
There might be
will,
chocolate
Daddy.
coins inside.
I promise.
I'd much rather find chocolate coins. Wiping a tear from your eye. Alright, well, there we go. 1 second. Just need to check a thing. Alright, back. Alright, Hobbs Barrow, I'm going to touch you again.
I do have a feeling there is something exceptional to be discovered here. I must gain Mr. Bryden's permission to excavate.
Alright.
I do have a feeling I must gain
Yes, alright, fine. Let's just try excavating
in
anyway.
good time.
Good time. Alright. So I had to come over here to have a memory. Would that be an eye? And that's like a long snout as a face? Probably not.
I do. I
No,
must get.
I just wanted to move over in this direction. See if there was more over here. Alright. No, let's just do that then. Hobbs Barrow as a whole is a hotspot. And then just the stone. Let's look at the stone one more time. Oh. We'll have to look at the Oh, I can't remember anybody's name, but we'll look at the gravestones, or yeah, the gravestones and the in memory of things that we had. See if there's anybody whose initials are AR who lived in the village. But obviously not right now. It's getting dark.
Darkness falls quickly here. I should make my way back to the inn.
Yep, should do.
The entrance to the farmhouse.
Didn't hear that
I
line
shouldn't
before.
disturb him at this late hour.
Oh, we should at least like knock on his door and just say, "Hey, I'm going now," just so you know that I'm not out in the field all night. That would have been a good thing to do. Made it back quickly. All right, we're going back to the inn, are we?
I'll have to read it tomorrow. It's too dark now to make out the writing.
No. How convenient. The cakes have gone away.
I'll have to read it.
Oh, I want to read it now. Alright.
St. Edmund's is locked up for the evening.
What about this one?
It's locked.
Still locked. Alright, okay. Oh. I haven't been to the cobbler's yet.
No one here.
Alright, back to the inn then. Oh, didn't you see? Maybe Leonard Shoulder will be here tonight. I'm going to check on my stuff
It's late.
first of all.
I should really get some
I
sleep
want to check
now.
on my stuff to make sure nobody's stolen it all. Because I only took out, like, a trowel. Oh no, I stole that trowel. I only took out a chisel and a lantern. Ah. Mr. Crozier, hello.
Good evening, Mr. Crozier.
Evening. Thanks again for the fossil, lass. 'Tis truly a beauty.
I'm glad
You're
you like
most welcome.
it. Are you going to freak out and tell everybody that I doomed the village when I tell you it's Ammon's Horn?
How long have you been collecting fossils?
Ever since I were a boy. The moors look a barren place,
Ever
but there are
since I
plenty of
were a
fossils
boy.
to be found in the rock
Hey.
formations. All manner of creatures to uncover.
Such a playground for a young lad. What's your favourite piece in your collection?
The ammonite you gave me today.
Really?
The most recent is always the best.
Indeed.
What about you, lass? Do you collect out?
I do.
Code
you
of
see,
the
I'm writing
New.
a book on the Barrows of
Yes.
England. It
But
shall be
I'm
called
always
Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural
Most enthralled
England.
by the thing that I
I
bought
document all my findings.
But what do you collect?
Pottery, tools and such.
last. Memories,
Bones too, no doubt.
experiences.
No, I leave those in place.
You've got a morbid heart, lass. Fussing about in old graves like that.
We're not dissimilar in that we both take an interest in the remains of the long gone.
I suppose you have a point there. How's your book coming along, then?
Very well, thank you. Though I'm rather keen to begin my chapter on Hobbs Barrow. Thanks for your
Just
time.
a single chapter
Aye.
on each barrow.
Speak to you
Wow.
later.
All right. And just because they were talking about the Cult of the New. Steam Deck. I've resisted like showing it off on camera, not because I don't want to, but because usually when people do that sort of thing, they immediately then go whoa and drop it and smash it, and you have to look down and go oh no. And I didn't want to tempt fate, but while it's in its protective case, I figure that's all right. So yeah. All right, man. Oh, man doing stabby hand thick game. What about this
Good
man?
evening, gentlemen.
What are you gonna do about him?
If he thinks he can take her away from here, he's got another thing coming.
Oh,
I am gonna knock his bloody block off.
very,
In fact, I can think of a better punishment.
oh,
Oi, what do you want, lady? Piss off.
You heard the man.
Charming.
very reminiscent of places I have been into.
This local chap looks thoroughly intoxicated. A fearsome-looking brute of a man.
So, I guess he's not talking about his wife. He's got to be talking about his daughter. I mean, he could just as easily be talking about his horse. I don't think we'll ever find an answer to that question. But hey.
Those men are rather brutish. I'd rather not engage with them anymore.
Hey, that cat. Is it cleaned up? Is it better? I don't understand. I thought it was black-ish. Or was that just at night when it was in the
He's
shadows?
engaged in a bout of pinfinger. Such a brutal hobby.
I can only count 4 fingers as well.
Good evening,
or
sir.
3 and a thumb.
I'll leave you to it.
Nope. I want you
Good
to
evening,
stab
sir.
yourself again.
I'll
Nope.
leave you to it.
Alright. Well, I mean, I really... Oh, hey!
Cyril
Hey, Cyril.
seems gruff and unwelcoming, but I sense he may be a kind man under this facade.
Well, Cyril, I'm afraid you lost out to me
It's
seeing
Herbert, the local stray. I don't wish to wake him up.
Oh, I guess that is nice, but just stroke the cat. That is... If
Hello
you
again,
can't pet the
Cyril.
cat in this game,
Still
0
here?
out of 10.
Did
Worst
Mr.
game
Long
ever.
convince you of the virtues of Bewley Station?
What the hell do you think? Now bugger off and leave me to me drink.
No, I want to steal your
He
drink.
seems even more wound up than usual. Hello again, Cyril.
You're still here?
Did Mr. Long convince you?
What the hell? Now
Alright,
He seems even more wound up than usual.
you have just finished a meeting with Irish and Netherland colleagues. Well, now you can immerse yourself in the Englishness. Intense Englishness that is here. Alright, Stanley Kemp.
It's Mr. Stanley Kemp, the proprietor of the Plough and Furrow. He has the serious and worn-out facial expression of a man who deals with drunkards on a nightly basis.
Good evening, Miss Bateman.
Not
Good
a daily
evening, Stanley.
basis. Hobbs
I
Barrow.
found Hobbs Barrow.
Oh, remember what I said, Miss Bateman? There are stories connected to that place.
I mean, there are stories connected
Yes,
to every
stories
place.
you won't elaborate on, I might add. Don't worry about me, Stanley. I'm quite capable of warding off imagined fiends.
I have no doubt, but please leave that place be.
Too late, I've already been
I've
up there
come
and
this
touched
far, there's no turning back now.
That's precisely what worries me.
it. Alright, I don't want a drink, thanks.
Goodbye.
I will be
See
a
you soon.
teetotaler for this at the moment. I just don't feel like it. So, too bad. Yeah, there's nothing else that I've seen or want to do or talk to anybody. So go to bed. I'm tired.
Time
I
for
have not
bed.
found out if Hob
Tomorrow
is the
I shall
devil
convince
or
Mr.
not.
Bryden to
I
allow
know
me to
nothing
begin
about
my
Hob
excavation.
or why it has been named as such yet.
Miss Bateman,
Oh, who's that?
how
Oh,
are you?
Tired.
hello.
Can I buy you a drink?
One won't hurt. Perhaps I can gain more information from Mr. Tillett. No thanks, Mr. Tillett. I should keep a clear head. Shouldn't you stop drinking so much? For the man's health. No. I'm going to bed, mate. Horrible day. Trudging through fields. Raining on me all the time. I've got to take care of my worm.
No thanks, Mr. Tillett.
Please, Miss Bateman. I feel bad about what happened last night. I'm sorry I can't remember it.
That's all right, Mr. Tillett. Alcohol can do all sorts of damage to one's memory.
I was thinking that maybe if we had another drink tonight, I might remember what happened.
I'm not sure that's logical.
It's,
But worth trying?
alcohol isn't logic.
Oh, Mr. Tillett, if you insist.
Very
Is it
good.
the Lambton worm?
Take your
No,
seat, Miss
and I
Bateman.
tried giving it to
I
the
shall
kid as well.
return with the goods.
To Leonard's shoulder.
Wherever he may be.
He's dead,
been meaning
dead,
to ask you something.
dead.
Yes?
Why did Leonard Shoulder ask you to dig up Hobbs Barrow?
I don't know.
Despite his disappearing act the previous evening, not to mention his questionable sobriety, I decided Mr. Tillett was to be my ally.
Yeah, a lot of this does appear to be yes or yes. It's more that they're telling a story rather than allowing you to build your own. So yeah. And as I said at the beginning, but you missed, there is an achievement for knowing all of the William Shakespeare quotes, and there's also an achievement for not knowing all the William Shakespeare quotes. I don't know whether there's more within the game that you have to get in order to get them, but if there isn't, then I neatly avoided both achievements.
I spoke again of Mr. Shoulder's letter, his proposed excavation, and my status as an antiquarian and barrow digger.
Yeah, so now I can't picture you as anything other than Rachel Weisz. For I am an antiquarian, as she says.
He was fascinated and quite excited at the prospect of meeting the soon-to-be author of a real-life book.
A real-life book? My God, it's not as if anybody can just write things down and have it published nowadays.
You must find all manner of riches on your digs.
No.
Barrow digging is not all success, Mr. Tillett. Often I'll come across the likeliest of sites steeped in promise. We set to work with shovel and pick and all the other barrow opening paraphernalia you can imagine. Every
I
stone
can't imagine any more
carefully
than a
taken
shovel
down,
and a pick, I'm
every
afraid.
shovelful of earth put dutifully through the sieve, and we find nothing. Or you may find a miserable remnant of animal bone or a shard of pottery hardly to be recognised from the peat in which it decayed. Sometimes it's as if some Neolithic humorist prepared an elaborate practical joke for your special benefit.
It still sounds much more exciting than spending your days sitting in England's most remote railway station.
Maybe.
Are you all right, Mr. Tillett?
I've had another argument with Agnes.
Your wife?
Aye. She didn't want me coming to the plough tonight. Truth is, I've been drinking my life away since my mother passed.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry
Did
for
we
your
see
loss.
her memorial
You're
plaque?
kind, Miss Bateman. Thank you. It's been a year since the old girl left us. She had a horrible end, wasting away, day by day. Consumption got her. She was naught but bones by the end. I can't get the image out of my mind. She were everything to me.
I'm so sorry.
I apologise for going on, Miss Bateman. It's not appropriate.
Hey, I wanted to get
Don't
local
worry,
colour
Mr.
when I
Tillett.
came here.
appreciate your openness.
I mean,
Used to love going for walks out in the moor, my mother and I, ever since I were a little one. She'd get a tear in her eye as she looked out upon it. She loved this land. I asked Mr. Crozier to build a bench, which we've erected at her favourite lookout spot.
oh,
on
that's
the moors.
Margaret. Okay.
Margaret's Lookout, we called it. Aye.
That's a beautiful tribute.
Aye. If you take a seat there, do keep her in your thoughts, won't you?
Of course, Mr. Tillett.
I bet there's an
I can
achievement for
relate
that.
in some manner. My
And we'll
father
go
had
take a
an
look
accident
and
when I was
sit
very
there.
young. He's still alive, but he can neither move nor speak. He spends his entire life bedbound and incapable of communicating or looking after himself in any way.
How dreadful.
Is he
He
even
was a barrow
alive?
digger himself, an antiquarian of some renown. He taught me so much, even though I was so young. I think writing this book is my way of carrying on his work. It helps me reclaim those earlier memories of him, and I visit him often to tell him all about my excavations.
Can he hear you?
I've no idea. The doctors aren't sure. I'd do anything to make him better, Mr. Tillett. I'd do anything to bring him back to the man he was. I am in a state of suspended mourning for a man caught between life and death.
Dreadful.
Easy way to
Just
change
dreadful.
that.
We all have our weaknesses. Mine just happens to be my father.
And what of your mother?
A cold woman. We haven't talked in quite some time. I think she blamed me for my father's accident somehow.
You were but a child.
Indeed. She thus saw it fit that a governess should raise me as she spent her life grieving for my father.
Well then, I propose a toast.
A toast to what?
A shared sense of loss.
I'll toast to that, Arthur.
I mean,
Now
she's
then,
not
enough
she's
of this
not
wallowing.
a cold woman
Let us
if
be
she
merry.
is
Another round.
still
I really
grieving her
shouldn't.
the loss of her husband.
But I did. And another after that. And another.
I mean, perhaps she is just wrapped up in the pageantry of grief rather than grieving itself at this point. But I don't know. I don't know. I can't judge this family yet. Haven't seen enough of it. And you think Rachel Weisz would have been an excellent Nissa? You think she looked a lot like Sarah Sutton? I've never really compared the two, I must confess. I don't know if she would have made a good companion in the same vein. Probably.
The frustrations of my visit to Bewley slipped away with each swill of Stanley's finest ale.
Put on your tab, no doubt.
We had great fun that night, Mr. Tillett and I.
No.
I treasure the memory.
Go on then.
Drinking.
Let's hear those pipes.
Mustn't.
Sing the song,
What song?
You're incorrigible.
please. You'll make a sad man happy.
Oh, all right then.
Everybody else is gone. Yeah, this is... No, this is... I don't know.
Clasps, celts, and arrowheads I'll try to claw within my clutch. And if a shield I should espy, I'll vow there ne'er was such.
With popish tricks and relics rare, the priests their flocks do gull. In casting out the earth take care. Huzzah! I've found a skull.
I guess this is day one, yes. Yeah, because it came up with, not adventure. Adventure? I forget. But yeah. Oh, now I'm dreaming of going to the Barrow. Oh, I can't see that stone, which had AR written on it before. Oh, okay, just the Barrow then. And I've touched it. Ooh. Hello, person.
Hello, Thomasina.
Ooh.
What is this?
Why are you speaking
Who
in
are
his...
I'm the one that saved your father.
What do you mean?
He were here 25 years ago.
My father?
He were deep down with the others. He were there when something went wrong. I dragged him out.
Impossible.
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
I don't understand.
Believe my words. You'll find proof in morning. Now go. One more thing. This is not a dream.
The second day, he expies all. Ah. And achievement unlocked. Expies all. What a weird dream that I don't... Oh, look, there's something on the ground over there that I can pick up and look at.
Goodness, that was a terrible sleep.
Yeah, we're going to tell them that was a horrible... I mean, you're wearing the same clothes, he said, noticing no irony. Right, show me the letters. Bateman. Alright, so AR is not, like, her father. So AR is still... I couldn't remember her last name. Alright, okay, so what's this? It's a book.
What's this?
It's a book. I know it says a book because it said there. There are a lot of
There's a
stuff. There does appear to be
stone
quite a few.
strapped to the cover.
There's a chicken. Is this going to be Arthur? Is this going to be... Sorry, her father. No, a day's ride from Breakwell. I don't know. But yeah, I guess the train wouldn't be here, so the father wouldn't be coming by train at that point. Anyway, arrived after a decent day's ride from Bakewell. This is a curious place. Locals seem distant. I have to meet my local contact tomorrow, so it will be an early night for me. I shall try to keep a diary of my stay here. and not give up by day 3 of the excavation as usual. Ha! Despite the thrill of possible new discoveries, I cannot stop thinking about my dear wife, and I wonder if I should have left her in her current state. I must have faith that she will conquer this bout of illness. True to form, day 4. True to form, my journal has been abandoned. Let that not speak for the excitement I feel about the excavation. After much preparation, we dig tomorrow. Such an exceptional site with a unique history. As for the dangers, we shall meet them head first. We are prepared. I also sought out a local wise woman yesterday. She provided me with a tincture for my beloved's nausea gravidium. Gravadium. Well, for my beloved's sickness, vomitus. I am sure she will be pleased with it upon my return. Lo, a place of miracles. A planted seed sprouted before our eyes and illuminated our path. Nature's laws hold no meaning here. I clutch my tablet with the knowledge that it shall end this. So, rho, theta, epsilon, z. Get down with the sickness. And the code was simply in the singularity of the characters. All eyes must face towards the 7th Achronetic, Archontic. When the sun and the 2 moons meet, their guardian shall be defeated. Well, that's reminiscent of the menu icons that you can't see that are hidden underneath my head, but that's kind of what it looks like. Not quite as detailed. Dead language reveals the path. For thou art the moon, the chief of the stars. Listen to the things I have said. Follow the words of my mouth. Reveal thyself to me. I heard a whisper, not once, again and again. I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit. I will pour out my spirit.
It appears to be a journal, full of hogwash.
Do you recognise
I
your
recognise
father's
the
handwriting? No, okay, fine.
Maybe Stanley knows more about it.
You beat me to it. Alright, I want to have a look at the settings. Colorblind friendly text is on, but I have noticed no thing about it. Resume. I will pour out my spirit all over the floor. What a waste of a drink. Yeah, it could be. It could very well be. Where is the stone? I want to have a look at that. I mean, that looks like a chicken. That says IAW or MVI, maybe, if it's upside down. Alright. Who dropped it off for me?
Good morning. How's your head, Miss Bateman? That were quite the tune you treated us to last night.
To be honest, Stanley, I felt better. I take it you slid this journal under my door?
There's a knife.
I beg your pardon?
The journal, Stanley.
I certainly did no such thing. Nor could have anyone else. You're the only guest staying here.
What's the meaning of all this? Do you propose that it manifested itself out of thin air?
Well,
Well, not a dream. Continue accusing me. It must have been him. Relent. You might be telling the truth. I'm not cold and logical all of the time, so I'll relent.
I'm sorry. I just don't understand how else it could have got there.
Do you know anything about this stone?
What
Do you
make of
recognise
this
it?
stone?
that's a funny looking thing. It's got a cockerel on it.
Yeah.
Yes, but have you seen anything like it?
Never.
I mean, where did we see the cockerel? Oh, it was at Shoulder's place, wasn't it? Yeah, that's where it was, because we tried to scare the priest. You won't be having any books lighting under my door antics here. Yeah. I mean, that means there is a gap big enough to slide the journal under. Which, you know, is horrifying.
Are you sure there was no one else here overnight?
Without doubt.
How very, very peculiar.
So, what does it say inside?
It's rambling nonsense. So standing the contents. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know that Stanley's had 2 nights in which to kill me, so I don't think he is a killer here.
Take a look.
Yeah, why not acquaint
Well,
yourself
I
with
can't
its
make head
contents?
nor tail of it.
Neither can I.
Good.
Maybe someone else in the village can help you with it.
Thanks for that. I never would have thought of asking other people.
Do you ever have strange dreams, Stanley?
Me? I sleep as sound as a baby.
I had one such dream last night. It was so vivid.
What were it about?
Tell him.
I was at Hobbs Barrow,
Oh?
but everything was different.
That wasn't.
Great peaks soared in the distance.
Oh, maybe it was, and I just didn't notice
And
that.
there was a creature,
A creature, you say?
I didn't look at the background,
Yes,
I must
a
confess.
short, robed fellow, eyes as black as pitch.
Hob.
It told me that my father had been there in Hobbs Barrow many years ago, but something went wrong, and the creature helped him escape. It said that I would find proof in the morning.
Oh,
And
the
then there was the journal,
You've had
yeah.
a premonition, lass.
Please, Stanley, I've no time for that nonsense. But I'll admit it's a strange coincidence.
Now, what did I tell you about Hobbs Barrow?
That I should leave it alone?
Aye.
Hogwash.
No.
Your dream reminds
Hobbs
me of a
Barrow,
story
not
from my
Hogwash.
childhood.
You're getting the name entirely
An
wrong.
old folk tale about Hobbs Barrow.
Alright, tell me about the folktale.
What is this folk tale you mention?
Well, when I were a wee boy, there were talk of a goblin. They say he lived inside Hobbs Barrow, hence the name, Hobbs Barrow. Hob, coming from hobgoblin, of course.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't remember anything else about it.
I was told not to believe in such fairy tales, Stanley.
Don't close your mind to such things, lass. I'm sure Mr. Shoulder will tell you more.
Perhaps, if I ever meet him. Goodbye.
See you soon.
No, I'm not going that way.
Good morning, Mr. Kemp.
Good day, Miss Tompkins.
I'm here for his lordship's paper.
Sorry, lass. Mr. Price hasn't dropped them off this morning. I heard he actually left the village yesterday.
Indeed, I can vouch for that.
Ma'am?
Good
I had
day.
to break into his place.
Oh dear. His lordship won't be pleased.
My sincerest apologies, Miss Tompkins.
I'll come back in a few days. Ta-ra.
Goodbye.
I was going to say, the paper can't be a daily paper. I saw your joke. I acknowledge your joke. I move on from your joke. I will not be talking about
The knife is stuck deep in the table.
the thing, although I might steal it later on by mistake and not remember.
Goodness me, I can't budge it.
Be careful, Miss Bateman. You'll cut yourself. I spent all morning trying to get that bloody thing out. I shall be having words with that scoundrel next time he shows his face.
Excuse me. Don't cut yourself. Stop.
Curses.
We have our very own
I
Excavation.
was just thinking
It's
the
all
exact
yours
same
if you can
thing.
pull it out, King Arthur.
Ah, I was thinking the exact same thing. Alright, what have I got? Exactly, King of the Inn. Alright, let's try doing it with a glove.
No, that won't achieve anything useful.
I thought you might get a better grip. What if, instead of trying to... Yeah, alright, let's try and cut the worm with the knife.
No,
Nope.
that won't work.
Trowel, I could dig it out.
I do not wish to damage Mr. Kemp's table any further than it already has been.
Alright, well then the only solution is for me to take the table and put it in my infinite pocket. And then whenever I need to cut something, I will just pull it out and move the thing closer to the knife rather than the knife closer to the thing. I could chisel it out
I
maybe.
do not wish to damage Mr.
I
Kemp's
do
table
wish
any
to damage
further
Mr.
than
Kemp's
it already
table
has
further.
been.
Don't worry, I'll get it
No.
out.
No, that won't work.
Alright, okay.
I've no use for ashes.
Well, it wasn't quite what I was
Stanley
hoping for.
is yet to set the fire for today. I don't need to use the filthy lavatories.
I mean, you do. You absolutely do. You need to use a lavatory at
It's
some
Mr.
point.
Stanley Kemp. He has the serious...
Yeah, I know. You got anything else to say?
Who is
Yeah.
Miss Tompkins?
That was
A
obviously...
housemaid
yeah.
in the employ of Panswick Manor. She comes by to pick up his lordship's
Yeah,
weekly
no, as I
paper.
said, chisel it
I'm
out. You had the
surprised
same idea I
newspapers
did.
are available
Didn't
in
work.
Bewley.
Aye, his lordship gets what he wants.
Lord Panswick likes to keep up with affairs from outside of Bewley.
Aye, he has many interests around the country.
What sort of interests?
Interests.
His lordship's affairs are his own business.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
No, we haven't found out that it's a secret spying deer.
A majestic animal, cut down in his prime.
I mean... I don't understand why that would be a secret spying thing. They don't have electronics to be able to spy with. So, and the landlord is right here. So it's not as if he gets a better view over here. So, I mean, unless it is mystical spying for the creature, the hob creature. Am I going to remember to take my umbrella? No, I can't take my umbrella. Of course I can't take my umbrella. Why would I think that I could take my umbrella? When we were talking about taking our umbrella last time.
Right.
Oh.
I need to convince Mr. Bryden to let me excavate Hobbs Barrow and find out where this journal came from. Curses! I forgot I had this worm in my pocket. Poor thing is dead now. Rest in peace, Kenneth. I've just noticed this matchbox is completely damp from the rain. The match is no use to me anymore.
Alright, well I suppose I can go and get a thing at any time. A worm. The match? I don't know if... Oh. Maybe I don't need the match. Maybe I want to put the worm in the matchbox. Nope, okay, can't do that. And as I understand it, there is only one ending, so it's not as if I can get the bad ending because the worm is dead now. Because I couldn't sacrifice it on the altar at the end of the game. So, I don't think it matters. Alright.
It's my crate of excavation tools.
As we were playing the Dallas game, if you didn't immediately close the pouch, all the tobacco fell out, screwing you over.
Perhaps I have something in here that could help me get the knife
I
unstuck.
don't know that. I don't remember a Dallas
No,
game.
there's nothing useful here.
I mean, I don't doubt it existed. I don't think
It's
there was
Herbert,
a
the local
fever dream
stray.
you had.
I don't wish to wake him up.
I know there was a Dallas role-playing game. I have seen that. But yeah, I did not know. Alright, you're Thomasina? Oh no, you're not Thomasina. But
She
this
is
marking
busy
day.
setting up her stall.
So what? I'm talking to her.
Good day.
I want
still setting up
cabbages.
stall. Come back later.
No, I
Oh,
want
I'm
cabbages. There was a Dallas computer game. Played it. Did quite well, you think? As in, you managed to stop playing it? Because, you know, that is how I would measure the success. Oh, you're going to berate me? I was hoping to see the second one hung up. No, I guess that'll happen when it opens. Hello, Father Roach.
Father Roach still looks rather pallid. Good morning, Father Roach.
Ah, Miss Bateman. What a pleasure to see you again. Have you tracked down Mr. Shoulder yet?
Nope.
Don't get me started.
I'll take that as a no.
Indeed.
You think you got far, you didn't finish it, you played it at someone's place, you can't recall whose. How are you doing, person who wanted me to cut him?
What brings you to the square today?
I'm meeting a couple of young congregation members to go over some scripture.
Really?
You're welcome to join us.
Thank you, Father Roach, but I have quite a busy day ahead of me.
We will be at St. Edmunds, should you wish to join us later.
Alright.
Do you
recognize
recognise
this
this
journal?
What a tatty old
Ow.
thing. You ought to take better care of your possessions, Miss Bateman.
It's not mine.
Then whose is it?
That's precisely what I'm trying to find out.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I haven't seen it before.
Alright. What about this stone? Do you recognize a stone?
What do you make of this stone?
I don't recognize the symbol from any Christian iconography. Did you make it yourself?
No, never mind. Thanks for your time.
I found it. It was on the
Lord
ground.
be with you.
You know, I forgot that there was another exit over here. And that was where Wally was the other day. Or yesterday. Hey, you're still here, Wally.
Hello, Wally.
Go away! You gave the door back to my sister.
Yeah,
It wasn't
I did.
very nice of you to bury her favourite toy, Wally.
I gave it to the fair folk, and you stole it back from them.
You don't really believe in fairies, do you? You're old enough to know better.
They're real, and thanks to you, I'm cursed.
There's no such thing as curses
Meh.
either, Wally.
Go away!
I can curse you if you want, Wally.
This young fellow looks miserable.
I mean,
Hello, Wally.
Go away! I don't want to talk to you.
good. I don't think there's anything over here that I can get to.
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
I mean, I'm going back there.
The road disappears over the horizon.
This, I
see
can't
nothing
point
but
at it
moorland.
because my cursor doesn't go on screen, but the signpost that is sort of midway across the screen, that seems remarkably detailed for something that doesn't happen. That for a screen where nothing is happening on it right now. So I don't know. Don't know whether they're trying to trick me or what's going on. Let's go and see if there are any more cakes. No, that's a shame. Alright.
In memory of Peter Black.
Peter Black,
memory-
George Paxton,
In memory.
Barnaby
in memory-
Tillett,
in
Agar.
In memory of Percival Roach.
No, Percival
In memory
Roach.
of Romeo Hegg.
Romeo
in
and
memory of-
Juliet,
In memory.
Marston
in memory-
Smith. Okay, none of those. None of those are AR.
John, dearly beloved husband of Florence.
No.
Forever in.
And Kemp. I
Here
suppose it
lies
could have been a
Margaret
K.
Tillett. Joseph Day.
No.
Samuel. Death is only. Here lies
Nope.
William Paxton.
Okay,
Modest
no
and gentle-
ARs. Let us sit on the bench and remember Margaret, who we never met. There we go. A moment of reflection. Achievement unlocked. Immediately. I mean, I did that yesterday, but I guess I didn't know about Margaret then. Oh, wait. No. I wanted to go to the Devil's Toe. Stay there? Why would I stay there?
The Devil's Toe.
I got the achievement. Is that what you were trying to get me to get? Because if so, I already earned it. If not, and there's some sort of Easter egg, then we'll sit here. If, on the other hand, you just want me to waste my time looking at the camera, just sitting here in a quiet moment of reflection, just like the character. Nope, got another achievement called Rest. Alright. What about a further achievement? Lazy Bones or Sloth? Or one of the 7? Something. I don't know. But just bingo. Okay. I don't think we can play bingo here. I think that has to be done in the town hall or the vicarage. Or the church, sorry. I guess we're too early for bingo. I guess that's not a popular thing yet. Alright. Let's look at the ceiling.
Extraordinary craftsmanship.
No.
I've no time for such things. This must be where the local vicar sacrifices the newborns.
Yep. As we noticed yesterday, fun and games. Maybe she's right. Let's try this door.
It's locked.
It's still locked. Oh. Oh, hello.
Thomasina!
Good morning, Arthur.
You look a
Oh,
bit addled.
Arthur.
Are you feeling all right?
I am not used to
Hey,
drinking as much as we did.
Aye. My head is
No, your name's
pounding.
Tillet.
To tell you the truth, Arthur, I've had a somewhat puzzling morning.
Oh?
Someone slipped this journal under the door of my room.
Whose journal is it?
I have no idea. The text refers to some sort of excavation.
I think it's the one at
Stanley
Hobbs
must be
Barrow,
playing
do you?
tricks on you.
He swore his innocence. I thought perhaps you might have done it?
No, it wasn't me. That's for certain. Somehow I have a clear memory of last night.
No, there's no way to end this conversation. Alright, tell me about last night. Did you have fun?
I had a splendid time last night.
Aye. I even remember most of it this time. Thanks for listening to me going on. I really appreciate it.
The feeling is mutual. Thank you too, Arthur.
I sat down on your mother's bench. It was quite a restful place. I enjoyed my time there. And it earned me 2 achievements.
I wonder who left me this journal then.
Mind if I take a closer look?
Please go ahead.
The writings of a madman.
I don't disagree. Did the sketches mean anything to you?
No, not at all. But they turn me stomach. You might want to show this to Mother Mildred.
I don't know, Mother Mildred, but more than that,
What do you
I
make
got
of
a
this
stone as well.
It's a good shape for skimming across water. What is it?
I'm not sure. It was strapped to the cover of the journal.
How mysterious.
Alright, before we ask about Mother Mildred, how's the railway station?
Shouldn't you be manning the station?
The line is down. Track damage between Bewley and Bakewell.
Oh no.
No trains for a day or more.
Does that mean I'm stranded here?
For the time being, Thomasina.
Capital. Who is Mother Mildred?
Some think her a witch.
A witch?
Aye.
Others
She
think
might
she
be able
bakes
to
the
help you with the
greatest
symbols.
big
Where
will
can I find her?
tarts.
She lives alone in a little cottage within Herne Wood here.
Ah,
You shouldn't have too much trouble finding her.
I couldn't go
Thanks,
in
Arthur.
Herne
You're
Wood
welcome.
last time.
Why do people think Mother Mildred is a witch? Just because a woman lives alone in the woods doesn't mean she flies about on a broomstick.
There's more to it than that. They say she lays with demons.
Who are they?
Oh, you know, local folk.
So you.
Hogwash.
Some also go to her for potions and spells.
Oh,
Spells?
come on.
Come now,
We went
Arthur.
to
Truth be
local
told,
wise
she's a
woman
nice old
for the
lady.
potion. So
I
yeah,
sometimes see
that
her
is why
foraging
Mother
in the
Mildred came
brambles
to.
around here.
Will she burn at the
alright.
stake sometime soon?
You might think us backward in Bewley, Thomasina, but we're not that backward.
Sorry, Arthur. I only meant to tease. Goodbye.
Ta-ra!
Are you going to continue standing here? Alright. Well, I'm going this way. I know you've told me about places, but I want to investigate everywhere else before then.
I don't think anyone is home.
Alright, well what about Cyril?
Bugger off!
Alright.
Ah, the unmistakable charm of old Cyril.
Indeed. Bugger off. Exit. Hey, sign. Attention! The only station is closed for the time. Oh no, the time being is back! Oh, we've already had 2 of those. Alright. Anyway, the time being due to track damage between Bewley and Bakewell. Why do they let this time being rampage across the countryside, destroying things? We apologise for any inconvenience caused. Midland Railway.
My mother always told me not to walk on railway tracks.
Your mother also is emotionally distant from you, so and there's no trains running. Go dance on the tracks. Do it. Have fun.
My mother...
No, alright, fine. Oh! We would have missed that if we hadn't come this way. Cat and crow. So much fun. Okay, oh, the vicar's gone. Is the stall set up now? Now that I've had that talk? Nope.
Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Alright, nobody here now again?
I don't need to go in there again.
No, but it could be fun.
Mr. Long mustn't be in.
I hope he's not gonna be long. Alright, well, no, okay, let's go and see where the children were. Back in this direction. And then we're gonna go to Shoulder's place. Ah! There's a person! I wasn't expecting this. Eyes, Brooks, painting. Purple?
Hello, dear.
Good day. The water is icy cold.
Good. I mean, these have a sweet smell to them, so I assume I'm going to have to come back here for the witch.
He's a little more handsome than your average Bewley resident.
Yeah, but you got a thing going with Arthur already.
I believe we've met.
Miss Thomasina Bateman, the famous antiquarian.
My reputation precedes me.
I can assure you it does.
And you are?
James.
James... Lord Panswick?
What do you know of Lord Panswick?
A fine gentleman. Now that is someone who commands respect.
Do you know him personally?
No, I don't think anyone can really claim that. But what a tiring subject. Shall we discuss something a little more exciting?
Exciting, you say? How about this stone?
What do you make of this stone?
Ooh.
It looks antique. You might want to keep a hold of it.
No? Okay. More exciting than a stone. Well, I can think of nothing more exciting than a stone than a man I haven't met.
A man of Bewley?
Yes.
I care not for the men of Bewley. Only for the visitors.
Are you Hob? Tell me about your painting.
What are you painting?
A new world.
Quite the ambition.
Indeed, my ambition knows no bounds.
Can I see it?
Not yet. It's not finished.
Yeah, you are.
Such a world is not complete without you in it.
You flatter me, James.
Nonsense. Say you'll let me paint you.
You seem like a very suspicious individual. I don't particularly want to be painted in there, but I don't want to give you an outright refusal. So I think I'm going to say I haven't even seen your works.
I haven't even seen your work. What if you can't paint?
Don't fret, my dear. You shall be the shining star of my new world. When the time comes, I shall call on thee.
Ominous. Alright, tell me about yourself then.
Are you a painter?
You see this beck before you. Look at the water. See how it tumbles and falls.
I did that.
I seek one spot on which my eyes can rest. Be it a stone or a small corner of the current. I meet it with my gaze. And out of the tumbling and falling, a new land rises. I see a new world.
You certainly have the eloquence of an artist.
I have known several artists. They're not all eloquent. My grandfather, my maternal grandfather, was a member of the, the Royal Society for Artists? I can't remember if that's exactly what they were called. But yeah, so I have known a few. Anyway, Hobbs Barrow.
Do you know of Hobbs Barrow?
I'd like to know more about you, Thomasina.
That's
What
not
time
what I
do you
said.
like to rise in the morning? How do you like your tea? What makes you happy?
Knowing about Hobbs Barrow. Lie.
Late, with 3 spoons of sugar and spending time with my husband.
You disappoint me. I sense no truth in your words. Are you a woman of dubious principles, Thomasina?
You ask too many questions.
Exactly. And having told you asked too many questions, here is a question
Do you
of my own.
recognise this journal?
A place to keep one's thoughts and reflect.
Is it yours?
No, my dear.
Goodbye.
See you soon, my dear.
Sooner than you would expect. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go to Leonard Shoulder's place. Oh, I can map. Mr. Shoulder's cottage. Why am I coming here?
A carved stone. I think it depicts...
Yeah,
It's bolted.
I know you can't remove it, but I have a stone that maybe merged with this stone?
No, that won't achieve anything useful.
Ah, okay.
No, that's not it.
I mean, it's got a thing. Use the stone
I
with
do not wish to harass the rooster.
I'm not throwing it. I want to show it the stone and see if something mystical happens. No? Alright.
They are dry.
Aha! They have been out overnight then.
It's dry. Mr. Shoulder must have dropped them.
Yes,
It was
yes.
rather rude of him.
We
A
understand
pair
that.
of thick...
Can I...
I do not wish to harass the rooster.
Okay. What if I present the stone to the hen? Does it turn it into a
I do not wish
rooster?
to harass the hen.
No, alright.
I've no desire to lug a block of wood about the countryside.
You're no Guybrush Threepwoods. He would have carried stuff everywhere. Alright, no, okay. No, exit, exit. I want the to-do list, first of all. Explore Bewley and the surrounding area. Should leave no stone unturned, so to speak. Convince Mr. Biden to allow the excavation. Bryden. Harris the Rooster. What a great name. Yep, I like that. I'll somehow convince him to let me undertake the dig on Hob Barrow, find out more about the mysterious journal. Should ask around, someone must see it for some reason, so we'll go to the woods in a second. Investigate local folk. Find out more about the stories connected to Hobbs Barrow, and speak with Mother Mildred. Either was recommended I show the journal to a woman named Mother Mildred. She lives in Hernwood. Map. To Hernwood. You've disappeared. Having imparted your information to me. Ah? I'm having a flashback for going in the woods? Alright, okay.
Thomasina, dear, come say goodbye to your father. Come on now, don't make him wait.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to see him go.
Aren't you going to miss me?
I hate you, Daddy.
Those are strong words for such a little lady.
I want to come with you.
We've been through this, little bird. You can't come with me this time, but we'll go to Seaborough next month. I promise. Oh, what a dig that shall be.
I hate you.
Well, I love you. See you soon, little bird.
Alright. I don't know why I'm getting that as I come into the woods. I mean, I assume those are actual real memories and not things being forced upon me. I want to go in the
I
whole...
shan't be visiting the badgers again. I was lucky to escape intact.
Oh, alright. No, friendly Horace has disappeared. Ooh, resin.
Resin has been oozing from the stump. It looks set now. The resin has set somewhat. It's firmly gripped to the stump.
I mean, I could get that with a knife, but I could do it with a chisel.
I've collected some waxy resin. I've collected this lump of waxy resin.
I mean, I don't know why. Oh, I suppose I might be able to combine it with this
I'm not
to
sure
make
what that would achieve.
make an impression, so I could have as many of these rocks as I'd like. But all right, if that's not what you want me to do. I'm not stumped. Very good. Berries. Door. Exit.
The cottage is nestled cosily in the woods. They look somewhat like juniper berries.
Hey,
I shouldn't enter uninvited.
I don't care. I'm going to go over there and knock on the door and completely ignore the woman.
It's the old woman I saw at Bewley Station. What are those berries you're picking?
That's not what I want.
Breed, no good for eating. However, they do have some medicinal qualities.
I see.
I didn't want to talk to you about them. I just wanted to collect them.
What are those berries you're...
And ain't
No,
I see.
All right, fine, woman.
Please, forgive my intrusion. Are you Mother Mildred?
Some call me that. I prefer Mildred Walker, given as that's my name.
Apologies. Thomasina Bateman. I think we met at Bewley Station.
I take it Panswick's men have cleared off. Good riddance. Those ruffians would cut their own noses off if he asked them to. I recognised you the moment I laid eyes on you at the station.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, yeah, it's quite a striking family resemblance.
All right, so he was here.
You have your father's eyes, Miss Bateman.
Yes, I keep them in my pocket.
You knew my father?
Such piercing blue eyes he had. What a handsome young man. William.
He was here, in Bewley.
Oh, yes. A long time ago, mind.
A family
25
connection
years by
achievement
my
unlocked,
reckoning.
apparently.
But I'll never forget those eyes.
Very story-driven. All right, tell me more about my father. I don't care about anything else right now.
Why was my father in Bewley?
You were helping Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow.
You must be jesting.
Do I look like I'm jesting?
Okay, so Samuel Bryden, my father, and somebody called A.R., who I don't know about.
How did you come to meet my father?
One
Some
might say
call
I have
me
a
Dim.
reputation
Very
in
good.
these parts. Folks from all around come to me for help with their ailments. Fernwood is abundant with flora that, if mixed correctly, will cure almost any ill. Your father must have caught wind of this, as one day he came to me, asking for a cure.
A cure for what?
Your mother were with child, and she was suffering the most terrible nausea.
Adam.
I made something to help her.
The journal. This was entered in the journal. It belongs to my father.
What journal?
But you don't recognise the handwriting. That was my very first thought. And you didn't recognise your father's own handwriting. All right, okay. I mean, it's been many years, and maybe you haven't looked obsessively over his papers when you followed in his footsteps and care for him very deeply all of the time now. Maybe you haven't looked at his papers. Ugh. And I don't think there's any relation to Rob Red. Alright, hey, you don't know Leonard Shoulder as well. He wasn't here.
Can you tell me anything about Leonard Shoulder?
I know of him, as is the nature of such a small town. I also know he invited you here.
Little escapes you, Miss Walker.
So they say. My path rarely crosses with his. Let's put it that way.
All
But
right.
he's a nice enough fellow.
I see.
Anything to
What do
do
you
with
make
the
of the
stone?
stone?
I-A-W. I haven't a clue. Perhaps it's an old folk trinket, or a talisman of some kind. The moors are steeped in folklore.
What about Lord
Do you
Panswick?
know Lord Panswick?
I know his labourers make a mess of these woods, the brutes. The man himself hasn't graced me with his presence.
You've never met him?
Not since he were a wee lad. A maid brought him to me with a sore stomach. It were all the rich food they were feeding him, nowt more.
I'm not really sure what that means exactly, what rich food is. I mean, I'm not sure what was classed as rich food back then and if that has changed for now. The International Alliance of Women. It could very... Nah, it can't be the International Alliance of Women. They've got a cock on the stone as well. A rooster. A rooster, I mean. I don't think that would be their symbol. Tell me about the
Take a
journal.
look at this. A passage recalls meeting a local wise woman to seek a tincture for his beloved's nausea gravidarum.
Aye, that's me.
There we go.
I made the tincture for him.
This is incredible.
You don't recognise your own father's handwriting?
It's been so many years since I've seen it.
Yeah, but... yeah, but you wouldn't say, I don't recognise it. You might say, that vaguely familiar. Well,
What can you tell me about the excavation?
Well, not much. I only met your father twice. The last time he asked me if I knew anything about binding magic.
Binding magic?
He said he needed it for the excavation.
Hogwash. My father is a man of logic and reason. Why would he be asking about such nonsense?
Perhaps you don't know him as well as you think you do. Anyway, I know nothing of magic and told him so. He seemed disappointed. I never saw him again, but I understand the excavation went ahead. Samuel Bryden hanged himself not long after. Reason enough for you to stay well clear of that place.
I don't know about him. So, you know nothing about magic, you say. Tell me about binding magic, then.
What do you think my father meant by binding magic?
I've no idea. He didn't explain more, and I didn't wish to pry.
This just doesn't sound like my father at all.
You'll have to ask him yourself.
I'm afraid my father has been incapacitated since I was a child. He cannot speak nor move.
Terrible. Oh, I'm sorry.
You said that the flora here could cure almost any ill.
Almost, my dear. But your father's affliction sounds beyond my abilities.
It will be time to go down to the pit soon enough, lad. Soon enough. Aye, what can you tell me about what happened after the excavation?
You never saw my father again after the excavation?
No, I always assumed he just went home.
Who excavated Hobbs Barrow alongside Samuel Bryden and my father?
From memory, it were just the two of them.
No, there was a... The Third Man. That is a very good film. I thoroughly recommend it, and I think we should look into it.
Charles
Have you
Bryden
seen
mentioned there was a third man involved in the excavation.
Is that so? Well, you best ask him about it. He knows more than I do.
And last but not least, you do any goblin?
The landlord of the Plough and Furrow told me about a folk tale associated with Hobbs Barrow. Something about a goblin. Are you familiar with it?
No doubt there is such a tale. Name any beastie you can think of, and someone round here will have a story about it.
My thoughts precisely. Thank you for your help, Ms. Walker.
You don't want me to go around collecting flowers and stuff? I'm most surprised at that. You think you read the book? Don't think I saw the movie. You should see the movie. It's a good movie. I don't think I've read the book. I did watch listen to the follow-up radio series, which had the adventures of, the adventures of Harry
Miss
Lime.
Bateman?
Oh?
Yes?
Remember what I told you when we first met? You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
Why?
Something terrible happened to Samuel Bryden in that barrow. Whatever they found down there, I'd wager it got to your father too. Tell me you won't disturb Hobbs Barrow.
I can't make that promise, Mildred.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
I
There's
absolutely
something
will go
unnatural
down
about
there
that
and disturb
place.
it all up.
We must seek to understand the world by rational means, Ms. Walker. One cannot abandon reason.
Thomasina? Thomasina, come here this instant.
I'm playing with Josephine.
She can wait. This is very important.
Hey, salt. Not like. Ah. Well,
I'll be back soon, Josephine.
pick her up.
Soon,
No,
Josephine.
pick her up and take her with you. Yep, we'll always giggle. No, okay.
Hello.
Let's always say hello to the statue as we pass and giggle at it.
What is it, Mummy?
It's
Daddy
your father.
has been injured.
Daddy's home?
No, my dear. I must go to Bakewell with haste. Miss Bowes will look after you whilst I'm gone. Is that clear?
Where's Daddy?
He's had an accident.
What happened?
He's come off his horse.
Silly Daddy. Will he be all right?
Of course he will be fine. Your father is as strong as an ox, but I need
not
to
a horse.
go collect him, all right?
Can't I come too?
No, dear. Miss Bowes will look after you.
But I want to come.
Go pick up your dolls, then come inside, all right?
Yes, Mummy. Mummy looks worried.
Go pick up your dolls, then...
Yes, Mum.
Nope, I'm just going to go straight inside. Oh, I can't walk up these steps for reasons. And there's only Mother. Alright, I'll go and pick up the dolly. Josephine is very important to me.
Hello.
Never miss an opportunity to say hello.
Josephine, it's time to go inside now. Hello.
It's only... Oh, wait a second. Oh, no, I don't have Josephine in my inventory. Josephine has mysteriously disappeared!
Where did Mummy go?
Mummy? She never existed. Oh, right. Yes, here I am. Hello, I've come back.
There's nothing else I wish to discuss at the moment.
What if I want to show her this lovely
I'm
resin?
not sure they would be interested.
But it's lovely resin. Alright, okay. Whatever. What's going on?
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
You're remembering things. Alright, okay. Are you... Do I want to startle you?
He's staring intently into the woods.
Right, okay, he's not taking a slash. Do I follow usual storyline? Josephine was actually the sister. Thomasina died and Josephina took her place and then called herself Thomasina. That is a thing that happened in a recent video game within the last year or so, isn't it? Yeah, no, because they called her Thomasina, didn't they? The father has always referred to her as my little bird. But I think the mother just referred to her as Thomasina, right? In several computer games with that one. But I was remembering a particular one. I want to say it was set in Italy at the turn of the war, in the Second World War. And a mute daughter drowned. And then the twin took over her place because they always liked the mute daughter better. I'd never played it, but I seem to recall seeing something about it. But I think your thing is not what is going on here. Was she pregnant? She was meant to be pregnant. Did she look pregnant and I just didn't notice it? I don't think so.
Arthur, you won't believe it. The journal belongs to my father. He was here in Bewley.
Turn, face me.
Arthur?
You've got no face.
Hello?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to remember something.
What is it?
I'm not sure. Something in the woods. It will come back to me. You say your father were in Bewley?
Yes, Mildred said that he helped Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow 25 years ago.
Well, I'll be. Let's talk about it tonight at the plough.
I'm going to tell Arthur about my dream. But if it was 25 years ago, how old is Thomasina now? And how old was she then? She seemed relatively... She had to be 4 at the very earliest now, so she'd be 29. But she's got... But I would think she was slightly older than that, because she was using full proper sentences and understanding things. Although she did say, "I hate you," when her father was going around, so she's not that emotionally mature. Interesting.
Arthur, I must tell you about the dream I had. I was at Hobbs Barrow and there was a creature. It told me it saved my father from something inside and that I would find proof of this in the morning. Sure enough, when I awoke, the journal was in my room. Mildred confirmed the journal belonged to my father. The creature told me it could help my father again. I mean, it was merely a dream. I don't know what to think anymore. Arthur? Arthur, are you listening? Fine then, we'll talk later. I hope you piece together your memories.
I hope you
I'll
turn
leave
and
him
face
be for
me
now.
and that you have a face. Hello.
Good day, James.
My dear.
Tell me about the
How's your
painting.
painting coming along?
Quite well, but it needs more work. I'm aching to show you, but I must restrain myself.
Goodbye.
See you soon, my dear.
Alright, let's go to the village square and see if Market Day is set up. Ah, Mr. Crozier.
The blacksmith is toiling away.
Very lightly.
Mr. Crozier's new pride and joy, it would seem. I feel
Is
I
that
was
the new
slightly
one, is it?
shortchanged in this trade, but I shall leave the fossil to its new owner. Good day.
Hey up.
Yep. Yeah, let's do the stock knife.
I'm
first of
having some
all.
trouble extricating a knife from a table in the plough and furrow. Might I borrow a pair of pliers?
A knife, you say? I can get that out for you.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Crozier.
Think nothing of it. Wait here.
Screen fade to black, fade back up again. No need for animation.
That were a struggle. Here you are.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
This, I mean, I don't expect to see everything animated, but this seems like it's falling down on the animation department for some reason. Step down from usual What Should I games. Alright, tell me something about folklore.
Are you familiar with any local folklore?
Oh, aye. The old cobbler used to tell me some right stories.
Oh.
Swore he sold a pair of boots to a goblin when he were a young man.
A goblin, you say? I take it this cobbler was a regular at the plough and furrow?
Never drank a day in his life. Sober as a judge. Have you been to the Devil's Toe?
Yes, I'm familiar with the cairn.
Some say they've seen the goblin's daughter there, playing her fiddle. Can't say I've seen her myself, mind.
We saw a person there. Tell me more about the goblin.
Do you know any other stories about this goblin?
I don't have the time to be standing here gossiping about old wives' tales.
Apologies.
Yes, you do. Have you
What
seen
do you
this
make
stone?
of this stone?
Don't look like out to me.
It's not an owl, you're right. Oh, out. Not owl. Alright.
Look
What
at
else
this,
was on the
Mr.
journal?
Crozier. It's my father's journal.
Oh, aye? Why are you showing me?
Did you slip it under my door last night?
Ha! Have you gone daft? Why would I have your father's journal?
Never mind. Did the sketches inside mean anything to you?
Looks like a load of rubbish to me.
You
I
meet my
found out
father?
my father visited Bewley 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
I would have been just a lad. What were you here for?
That's what I intend to find out.
Excavating
Thanks
the
for your time.
Barrow.
Aye.
Same as
Speak to
everybody
you
else
later.
in this town, village, square. Alright, the cobbler.
No one here.
But I want to talk to the cobbler who knew things. Alright, lady who's still setting up your stall.
Good day.
I'm still sitting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Alright. The gravedigger's not here. Let's go and see if Wally knows anything exciting now. Oh, Wally's disappeared. Alright, let's go back in the pub. What a load of cobblers. Indeed, I might have made that joke several times yesterday. Hello.
What do you know of Mother Mildred?
I'll tell you what I know about Mother Mildred. She wants locking up.
How so?
She owes me a small fortune on her tab from years ago. Do remind her next time you see her, won't you?
I'd rather not get involved, if you don't mind.
Be careful who you trust, Miss Bateman.
Father!
I've had some rather unbelievable news, Stanley.
Oh?
Blah 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 blah.
Remarkable.
Quite the coincidence, is it not?
Remarkable. Just remarkable.
Do you recall my father from back then?
I'm afraid not. Those were my droving days, you see. I didn't spend much time in Bewley, but an interesting turn of events nonetheless.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Alright. To the church then. Anybody in? Anybody around here? If not, we're going to the Devil's Toe. Alright, Devil's Toe it is. Hey, here we go.
Hello?
This is very much a find the person and follow them. Oh?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Did you see a young girl with blonde hair pass by here?
No, lass. There you are. Are you Thomasina Bateman?
I don't need the close-up of that horrible, horrible, ugly face. Why? Why would you show me that face? It... Alright, okay. Tell the truth. Yep.
That's my name.
How marvellous. It's me, Leonard Shoulder.
I'd given up on finding you.
Please take a seat, Miss Bateman. We have much to discuss.
Well, Mr. Shoulder.
You've proven to be quite the enigma, Mr.
Let me
Shoulder.
lean on you.
I'm mortified. I offer you 1,000 apologies. You see, I've been bound to my bed these past few days with a terrible fever.
So now I've come out to spread it
You're
around.
feeling better now?
Aye. I were on me way to find you when I stopped here to catch me breath. I've not much go in me these days.
What
I'm
about
sorry
this
to hear
glove
that.
of yours?
I were worried you'd have given up on me and left town.
I had no idea what had become of you, Mr. Shoulder. I spent a good amount of time pounding on your front door.
I'm embarrassed. I really am. I've been doing my best to sleep through the fever. I am so very sorry.
I mean, no, you've never met Leonard Shoulder, so this could
Please
just be
accept my
anybody
apology, Miss
claiming to
Bateman.
be
Fine,
Leonard Shoulder.
Mr. Shoulder. I've come all this way. Let us speak of the business at hand.
Marvellous.
I've just learned that my father was part of a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow some 25 years ago. Why didn't you mention this in your letter?
What? Where did you hear that?
I have my means.
I'm
swear, Miss
amazing.
Bateman, I had no idea.
I take it you will also deny delivering me my father's journal?
I'm confused. What journal?
My father's journal was slipped under my door at the Plough and Furrow. It wasn't you who did this.
I've been bound to me bed, lass. What an extraordinary coincidence. You are following in your father's footsteps.
It would seem so, Mr.
Almost
Shoulder.
literally. What is the relevance of this shoulder anyway? Well, I mean, the if only I could word. Me no word good. Me merely point click.
What do you make of this strange stone?
A carving of a cockerel?
Yes, it was strapped to my father's journal. Do you think it could have something to do with the previous excavation?
Possibly, though I'm not aware of the motif having any meaning around these parts.
White glove. Yes, I want to ask you about your white glove.
Is this your glove?
I've been looking all over for that. Where did you find it?
In the alley behind the plough and furrow on the night of my arrival. Were you there?
As I say, I've been bedbound for several days, Miss Bateman.
I don't
How
believe
odd.
you.
Can I please have it back?
Here.
Thank you.
So you don't know about this previous excavation?
What can you tell me about the previous
Why are you asking me to come
excavation
here
of Hobbs
and
Barrow?
excavate them?
Oh, it was 25 years ago, or thereabout. Back then, Bewley were undergoing a period of great strife. Samuel Bryden hadn't harvested a single crop for 2 seasons. Even Hernwood was sick. Berries went to rot almost as quickly as they grew. Folks started to believe the ground were blighted. Disease spread through the livestock too. People were going hungry, a panic set in.
That sounds terrible.
Aye, but I managed to keep myself fed. These things happen in nature, but the blame for it all fell on Hobbs Barrow. It was long said that a goblin made his home there. A rumour took root that the goblin were not best pleased with the villagers. In revenge for some unperceived slight, the goblin placed a curse on the soil itself.
So we called outsiders in to
Villagers
sacrifice them.
believed that ridding the barrow of its lodger would put an end to it all.
Hogwash. My father would have paid no heed to such tales.
Whether it were his intent to join the excavation when coming here, I do not know. But whatever it were that Samuel Bryden and those lads did inside that barrow, people say it did the trick. The crops started to grow back, and health returned to the livestock. Bewley were no longer in the grip of dark forces.
Or maybe they were
You
now in
must
the grip of
understand.
dark forces.
Folk here are a superstitious lot. They don't want you disturbing
Superstitious and
whatever it
cowardly
were
lot.
those lads did. As far as the villages are concerned, the problem were fixed. The thought of another excavation must be conjuring panic that you'll undo whatever it were they did.
This does explain a lot.
And it's also why I'd venture nobody around here wants you to touch the place.
Except for you.
I want to know what's there.
Why?
Surely you don't believe these tales of
Why?
goblins and curses to be true.
Not at all. However, I suspect those lads did find something in the barrow. But did it have any connection to failing crops and dying livestock? No. I can assure you there's nothing to fear. Coincidence reigns supreme.
So what do you think they found?
That
The coincidence
is
of
for
a
us to
bird flying
discover,
across the
Miss
sky.
Bateman.
Who was the third man who joined my father and Mr. Bryden on the excavation?
I'm afraid I don't know. Although I'd heard about the excavation and I were intrigued by it, I mostly stayed at home during that time. The atmosphere in the village was rather too tense for me liking. And besides, the excavation were undertaken with an air of mystery about it.
Alright, tell me about your letters.
Why did you invite me to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
I've always been curious about the colourful folklore surrounding the place. My father told me all sorts
Why
of
me?
stories about it when I were a wee fellow. Stories that some folk around here take a little too seriously, especially after those lads entered the barrow a while back.
Tell me more about your letters.
How did you know about me?
I saw your interview in the Bakewell Times. A young lady travelling about the land, digging up barrows. Perfect for the job.
Alright.
But why
I'd buy
do you
that.
wish to excavate the barrow?
I want to see what those lads found in there. My curiosity has grown over the years, and now it is time for the mystery to be solved.
I must say I am rather eager to find out what's in there myself.
Alright, tell me more about my father.
Did you know my father?
I don't believe so. What's his name?
William Bateman. He was in Bewley for at least a few days, from my understanding.
I'm sorry, lass. The name doesn't ring a bell.
Are you sure you had no idea of my father's involvement in the previous excavation?
I'm quite sure. A most fascinating coincidence, but nothing more than that.
I'm starting to wonder if it's more than mere coincidence, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman, I did not take you for a credulous individual.
I'm none of the sort.
I don't understand that. Why would you think she was credulous? Because 25 years ago her father was here and now she is here. Now that could be a coincidence, but you know, it also happens to be the place where he was injured horribly. It doesn't mean that you have to be credulous to believe that it's more than a coincidence that they're here. Somebody could have called them back. You are an old man. You could have been involved in both expeditions and are lying to me. Tell me more about this folklore.
Tell me more of this folklore you mention.
It is said that Hobbs Barrow is home to a goblin. Everyone in Bewley has some version or another of this story. But the version my father told me as a child described the Barrow as a thin place. The goblin were deemed to be the guardian of this so-called thin place.
You're not saying that word very well.
What is a thin place?
A place where one can walk between worlds, where the flesh meets the spirit world. Just superstition, of course, as you well know.
Car? No. They wouldn't have had a car, so... Not like did he have a car, but... Did he have a jar? I don't know. Tell me about Hobbs Barrow.
I've managed to find Hobbs Barrow, but Mr. Bryden is yet to give me permission to excavate.
Is that so? Keep trying. He'll relent eventually.
Perhaps you could have a word with him.
Oh, no. A lovely young lass such as yourself has a better chance of changing his mind than a shaky old goat like me.
You told me in your letter there would be no issue gaining access to the Barrow.
I didn't foresee any when I wrote to you. I'm sorry this has been more complicated than anticipated. Don't give up yet, Miss Bateman. Keep trying with Mr. Bryden.
I don't anticipate there being any problems when you come to undo the thing which set right the thing that everybody in the village thinks happened 25 years ago. You are disingenuous, sir.
Tell me more about this goblin.
Some said he were a mischievous little mite, snatching newborn lambs and smashing windows with pebbles. Others said he were friendly, there to lend a helping hand in times of strife. The latter of which makes it all the more surprising as to why the previous excavation took place. My father's stories put the goblin in the mischievous category. Saxnot, he called the creature. I recall one such anecdote, that Saxnot entered Bewley and ordered a pair of boots to be made by the cobbler. However, when collecting them, he insisted on paying for them with a bag of sow's teeth. The cobbler was so scared of angering the goblin that he accepted.
A colourful tale indeed, Mr. Shoulder. Has any explanation been offered for why this Saxnot cursed the soil?
Your guess is as good as mine, lass.
It's not that he cursed the soil, it's that he was walking around in those boots and they were rubbing him. And so he was leaving little parts of his flesh everywhere which damaged the soil. That's obviously the obvious explanation. Come on.
I had a peculiar dream last night. I met a creature at Hobbs Barrow. I suppose you might say it was a goblin. It told me it had saved my father from trouble inside Hobbs Barrow. I'll admit the coincidence of this is somewhat astounding.
A remarkable coincidence, but nothing more than that.
But there is still one thing that puzzles me. The goblin told me proof of its claims would await me in the morning. Surely enough, I awoke to find that my father's journal had appeared in my room.
Very queer indeed.
Mr. Shoulder, you invited me here, to a town I'd never heard of, only for me to discover that my own father was here 25 years before. And not only that, but that he was also embroiled in some sort of superstitious hysteria which goes against everything he ever taught me. Something is wrong here. This must be more than mere coincidence.
It's strange, I'll give you that. But please remember who you are, Miss Bateman.
This is my father's journal.
Incredible. Can I look inside?
You may.
Look at these drawings. Wonder what it all means.
You and I both. It all feels very out of character for my father.
I'm sure you'll find the answers beneath the soil, Miss Bateman.
Beneath the soil. Yes, the obvious explanation is that he was rubbed
We're
off.
peas of
I
the
stand
same
by that
pod, Miss
explanation.
Bateman.
I see no.
I knew you wouldn't be
hilarity.
frightened by a few old stories. It will be interesting to see what those lads found in there.
Certainly.
Thank you so very much for responding to my letter and for coming here. We have some great discoveries to make, you and I.
I sincerely hope so.
And a chance to follow in your father's footsteps. Right, time for me to shift these old bones. I'm to take me a spot of the plough and furrow. I'll be there all night should you need me assistance.
Thank you, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sorry again for giving you the runaround. I promise I am not beyond redemption. I won't let you down again. See you soon.
Now to go and
I'm
spread
starting
my
to wonder if
fever
Mr.
throughout
Shoulder
the
even
village.
existed.
Alright, the mystery man revealed. Achievement unlocked. Alright, well, I was going over to the toe, so I'm still going over to the toe.
The day was starting to test me.
What? Alright.
The word coincidence felt insufficient to explain what was happening. It was after that first conversation with Leonard Shoulder that I started entertaining thoughts of a truly irrational nature. What if my dream wasn't just a dream?
What if it was...
What if it was all
something
more
else?
than simple coincidence?
Yeah.
What if that thing really could help my father? Good day, little one. Hello? What's this? A fiddle bow? There's no string. Would you like me to fix your bow so you can play your fiddle again? Yes?
Oh!
Hey!
I wanted further conversation with you.
Most peculiar. Perhaps I can mend the bow for her. If memories of my childhood
gonna say, we
violin
need
lessons
resin.
serve me right, bowstring is made from animal hair, coated in a waxy resin.
Okay, so I've got the
strings
waxy
don't
resin.
vibrate without it.
Cool.
I
I didn't remember animal hair, however. Alright.
The bow is lacking string.
What if I just rub waxy resin on it?
I should apply this to the string first.
Yeah, I know, but I was hoping for adventure
What a
game
peculiar
logic.
name, the Devil's Toe. I can't quite see the resemblance myself.
Have you ever seen the Devil's Toe? Could be called the Devil's Toe because it has a foothold in this world. Anybody over here? No, alright. I mean, the only animal I know about is Herbert. Herbert? Herman?
Good
Whatever.
day.
Hey up.
Yeah, up.
I met a girl at the Devil's Toe. She gave me this broken fiddle bow.
Ha! Well, you've experienced the local folklore firsthand then, lass.
It's the Devil's Toe, actually, because he helped pull things
Does
about.
the
Very
name
good.
Sax Knot
Very
mean anything
good.
to you?
Never heard of it. What is it?
Never mind. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Have you set up? Do you sell animal things? Cobbler, I want to talk to you about your souse teeth thing.
No one here.
I can go to the farm. I haven't been to the farm and talked to him. Yeah.
Good day.
I'm still saying.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry. Alright, cat. Are you inside? I want to skin you. Well, not skin you. There's still that squeaky thing. Man.
Hello there.
Yes?
How long does it take to set up that stall? A long time, apparently. Most of the market day, so that you sell your one cabbage that you have, and then after that, you're done.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ted? Ted Cross?
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
I don't know you, Ted Cross.
Are you a local, Mr. Cross?
Oh no.
I was
I'm
going to say, you
passing
don't
through.
sound like it.
I'm a musician. Just myself, me guitar and me horse.
Really? How very
Are
fortunate.
you a travelling musician?
Aye. I've been playing a new song tonight. I've just finished the lyrics.
What's it about?
You'll have to come listen.
What do you think
What
of
do you
Bewley?
make of Bewley?
Can't say that I know much about this place. I don't usually travel this far south.
I see.
And have you heard of
Have you
Hobbs
heard
Barrow?
of a place called Hobbs Barrow?
Can't say I have, miss.
Sounds like a
What is it?
rockin' den
Never
for
mind.
me to play in.
Thank you for your time.
Make sure you watch my performance later, won't you?
I'll try.
Hey, you're a musician. Do you have anything for this bow?
Do you know how to mend this, Mr. Cross?
Aye, it needs a string. Just make sure it's coated in resin. Once you've got that, the rest is easy. Just tie the string on tight. You'll be able to do it yourself.
Capital. Thank
Look.
you, Mr. Cross.
I thoroughly appreciate everybody telling me, hey, you need to get resin. But I'm one step ahead of you. I have resin. What I want is the string. Give me clues about the string. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's Pudlian or Scouse either.
The poor thing.
Right. Knife.
I'm not sure what that would achieve.
It would get me hair. I mean, it would be horrible, horrible hair. But, you know.
You found old Leonard, I see.
Yes, finally.
No. Where's this Leonard you talk of? I see nobody in here called Leonard. What? No, there's nobody sitting over in that corner. What are you talking about? There's nobody there. You're seeing things.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
No, I can't say it does.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Zaz? Not sure. Hey, Leonard.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
Well, you got a lot of topics still. What about Saxnot?
What else can you tell me about this Saxnot?
Try not to worry yourself too much with these old stories. Leave those to the locals, Miss Bateman.
Have others spoken of goblins appearing in their dreams?
A dream is a dream, that is all. They merely make for good stories.
I know.
But to answer your question, no, not to my knowledge.
Alright, tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Shoulder.
You're going to set up
I'm
some
sure
sort
the
of
locals have
shampoo
filled you in
industry
already,
with your
lass.
brother.
You cut
Or
quite
with
a
a friend,
mysterious figure.
Mr. Head.
Most had little to say.
It's true, I do tend to keep my head down. When one gets to my age, one grows very comfortable in one's home. I like the isolation of the moors. I wouldn't change it for anything.
I take it you don't get many visitors.
Oh no, nobody
Not
bothers
even
me. That's the perk of living so far out.
this mysterious
Just
sphere of
me and
many
me
colours.
hands. I used to come into Bewley more often, back before my
Huh?
health went to buggery.
According to Google, Saxnot is, I won't reveal unless you ask. Well, I'm not asking. Saxnot is a mischievous demon who is in here, who's a guardian of the way, who stops somebody else worse from coming through, is my guess at the moment. I don't think they're a trickster in the sense of letting out a horrible evil onto the world. Tell me about your illness.
If you don't mind me
Is it
asking,
contagious?
what
Will
is
I
the
die?
nature of your ongoing illness?
Oh, just the ravages of age.
Fever
Getting
is
off
not the
this bench
ravages of
will be
age.
A small battle in itself. Something you won't need to worry about for many a year, Miss Bateman.
Growing old is a blessing and a curse. And what of your recent fever?
An ordeal it were. So much tossing and turning. But I'm right as rain now, especially after a mug of ale. Don't worry about me.
Alright, tell me about the excavation.
I've still not been able to gain permission to excavate.
I haven't
Mr.
even gone and
Bryden.
asked
Is
since I
that
talked
so?
to you.
Perhaps you could show him something that might change his mind.
I don't know what I've got. Maybe the journal? But... You're a naughty person. And I will not repeat that, even though it is plastered all over the screen for everybody to see. Are you happy? Are you happy that your ejaculations are plastered all over the screen for everybody to see?
I've still not been able to gain permission to excavate from Mr. Bryden.
Is that so? Perhaps you could show him something that might change his mind.
Oh, yeah, okay.
What do you think of Bewley?
Whilst one could consider the villagers to be rather unenlightened, this place has its charm. The market's in town today. You can see that folk want fun out here.
That's not true at all, but okay.
Is there anything else I should know about Hobbs Barrow, Mr.
They want
Shoulder?
a paper for
No,
a start.
lass. I'm certain we will know a lot more about it by this time tomorrow.
I hope so. What else can you tell me about the previous excavation?
I think I covered it earlier, Miss Bateman. As you yourself said, it were a time of superstitious hysteria.
I would like to play or do an RPG story now where, oh no, the dragon's coming, and it's not, it's just a period of hysteria in a fantasy setting where there are actually dragons.
What was it like, living in that period of hysteria?
Oh, he's got the
I
pox.
kept to myself.
Kill him
Didn't
before
really
he spreads it.
affect me. My hens stayed healthy and their eggs kept me well fed. If one can keep a level head in such situations, one can get by.
Indeed. Is there anything else I should be aware of before my own excavation? No other ghouls I should be worried about?
You know the answer to that.
Just the spectre
The
of
corruption in that
capitalism.
soil were all in the minds of men.
What about Lord
What do you make
Panswick?
of Lord Panswick?
His lordship is an important man in Bewley, as I'm sure you have gathered. His family has
so this game
commanded
or you
much
will have
respect
words.
here for many generations.
Do you respect him as a leader?
I do. He wants the best for the village. Without his influence, the railway line would have never come through here.
Does he want more visitors?
Aye, I believe so. He has great ambitions for Bewley and wants to share them with the world.
I don't know.
What are Lord Panswick's plans for Bewley?
He's rebuilding
World
an old chapel on
domination.
his estate. He seeks to bring God back to these lands.
But what of St. Edmunds? I think Father Roach might argue God has never left.
Indeed. Let's leave such arguments to them, shall we?
No, I'm asking... Well, alright, fine. I mean, I was asking you your opinions.
What do you make of Mildred Walker?
Who?
I believe she's also known as Mother Mildred.
Oh, we used to get about when we were children. Our paths have not crossed in a long while.
What do you think of Charles Bryden?
He is a decent man. It must have been hard for him after that terrible business with his brother.
Without a doubt. I must say I had assumed you had at least spoken to him about my visit.
Sorry, lass, I had no intention of giving you the runaround. Again, I can only apologise.
Your apologies only go so far.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. We will speak more later.
Will we? Alright. Well, I'm just going into my room. Okay. There's no... I didn't come wearing a
I've
horsehair
hung my
dress.
dress inside. Aside from that, the wardrobe is empty.
No, I don't think so.
I've stored my case in there.
Alright. Now I need to find a horse. Cut some hair off of them. Nope, you're still not set up. Alright. Ah! Hitching post! Yeah!
A fine specimen. She's well looked after.
I'm gonna cut your tail off, but not all of it, just a tiny portion of it.
Horsehair would make fine bowstring.
Exactly. Oh.
She almost took my head off.
I'm going to try again anyway.
I could certainly use the knife to cut some hair from her tail, but I'm going to have to gain her trust unless I want a hoof to the nose.
Alright, well the way you do that is by waiting for the market to open and then feeding it some cabbage. Right? Are you open? No. Can I steal cabbages? Nope. Was that a thing? Excrement. Yeah, okay, so it's...
Fresh and steamy. Delightful.
I'm
I
going to
believe
pick
a
some
horse
up.
to be the culprit.
Time for the horse tranquilizer.
I certainly don't wish to touch it.
I mean, that is a nice visual clue. Cue? Same thing. That the horse has arrived.
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
But now I expect to be able to do something with that excrement as well. But I guess not.
I don't need to go in there again.
Time to Pinocchio this and spend several minutes contemplating the horse apples. Why Pinocchio this? What am I missing with a Pinocchio reference? Oh.
No
The
one
blacksmith
here.
is also a farrier. I don't suppose you've got like sugar cubes or something for shoeing horses who...
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
His bloody horseshoes. I can think of a thing to talk to him about. I said
The
it.
blacksmith is right.
Alright, maybe we'll try and go and get permission for the excavation. Actually, let's go and see you first of all. Oh, you've moved on. You got anything for horses? Just a fox, like in the resin. To, you know, highlight that the thing is there. But I don't need that. I have that. I am way ahead of you. I have stolen that step already.
There's nothing else I wish to discuss at the moment.
I want to ask her.
What are those berries?
An inch, however.
I see.
I want to ask her, hey, have you got anything for tranquilizing horses? Or yummy foods for horses? Or anything? Nope. Alright, well, onwards we go then. What do I know? Nope, I'm going to the wrong place. Sorry, yep, it's the other side of the church, isn't it? I know that now because I've looked in the wrong place. Oh, I did not notice that gargoyle face before. Interesting. Where's the gossip monger? I haven't returned the trowel either. Hey.
This is where I dug up Jane's ragdoll.
It is. I want you to scare away the... there we go.
I shall name you Kenneth II.
I wonder if I'm limited by the number of worms. I wonder if I can get to a fail state for this game. I assume not, but you know. Oh, wobbly, wobbly, wobbly. Ah! What are you burning?
Get away from the fire, Thomasina.
It's nice
What
and
are you
warm
burning?
though.
Nothing. Just waste. Now go inside.
Things that... Daddy? Well, first of all... Oh no, I can't talk to the statue. This is horrifying. I said I would never do this without, you know, saying hello to the statue. I can't go over there. This is as far as I can go. So I can only pick up the thing.
He looks angry.
I don't know that it is like that bit in Tomb Raider. I mean... I suppose actually it does have vibes because you were. It was shortly after your mother had died as well. So yeah, okay. I can see the connection. Read it. Abracadabra.
Abrax. Mummy, what is this?
Abraxo Cleaner. This is really in the Fallout universe.
Waste. Burn it.
Thought I married a logical husband, but apparently not. Apparently I married someone who's crazy. Nope. Definitely don't burn all
He's
the
doing
books.
well to be maintaining all this land at his advanced age. Mr. Bryden is right there.
I know, but I want to knock on his door anyway and confuse him.
Farmhouse.
Oh, and there's the goat over here as well, isn't there? With a rancid
The empty
bucket of milk.
bucket smells of rancid milk.
Alright, goat. Oh, goat. What if I cut you instead?
Goat hair is much too coarse to be used for bowstring.
Alright, horsehair it is then. If you insist. I would like to be able to make a sub-quality bow for somebody.
Good day, Mr. Bryden.
Miss?
I'll
stop you there. I know what you're going to ask.
What am I going to ask?
I haven't changed my mind. There'll be
That's
no
not the question I was
going to
ask.
Mr. Bryden,
I
allow me
wasn't
to
going to ask
explain.
you to change your mind.
There has been an astonishing development this morning.
Yes?
My father was with your brother during the excavation.
Oh.
Yes. Can you believe it? I had no idea he had been here.
I can't believe
The
it.
answer's still no, lass. I saw what happened to poor Samuel. I won't risk the same happening to anyone else.
But...
That's enough now. You can feast your eyes on that hovel to your heart's content, but there'll be no digging.
Alright. But what if I were to stab you with this knife? No, I will present you with this lovely worm.
I don't think anyone really wants to see my worm.
Alright. What if I were to stab you with this knife?
I don't wish to give that away.
Alright, okay. What if I were to talk to you then?
No questions. I'm not interested.
I'm not.
Off with you.
I'm not trying to give you questions. I'm trying to give you answers. What if I show you... Is this still burning? This stone?
What do you make of this stone, Mr. Bryden? It was strapped to my father's journal.
Wait a minute. Let me see that. By God. Wait here a moment. I need to get something from inside.
I waited for what felt like an age.
I was disappointed that there was a black screen. I was hoping for animation of him walking in and then walking back out again, but no. Alright.
I now realise that Mr. Bryden must have been in a great debate with himself, wondering whether or not to share his own piece of the mystery with me.
No. He was just old and had a cane. One lack of animation later, exactly.
The goat stared at me, seemingly in pity, as I stood there in that rolling fog.
I can see one lack of animation later being a good thing for like a Monkey Island type game.
Finally, Mr. Bryden emerged.
Now then, as far as I know, what I have here is the only thing that Samuel brought back from Barrow. Take a look.
From Barrow. Ooh. Kaz.
Incredible. A pair.
No.
That's been in my drawer ever since Samuel passed. I suppose it might be
They did do that
important,
with the
so
shipbuilding
I kept
sequence,
it
yeah.
safe.
But I prefer your one lack of animation later.
Fate is clearly playing
That is
a
a
part
much
in your
clearer.
arrival, lass.
Please, Mr. Bryden, allow me to excavate Hobbs Barrow, a place that is no more than dirt and stone.
You're not gonna give up, are you, lass?
I'm not.
Samuel managed to say one thing about those men that helped him. I think it's time I tell you.
Yes?
He stuttered out that one of those fellows could barely walk after they got out of there.
Probably your
Tongue-tied,
father.
two of the men were.
My father.
You what?
My father. He had an accident around 25 years ago that left him bedbound and unable to talk.
Aye, could be him.
My mother told me it happened in a horse riding accident.
Samuel boarded up that barrow for a reason. Something unnatural occurred.
He didn't
I know
board it up.
Mr.
He
Bryden,
covered it
we must
again.
rely on our rational faculties to explain any...
Promise me you'll be careful. Any sign of trouble, leave without hesitation, and we board that accursed place up again. Understood?
Wait, you're giving me permission to excavate?
Aye. Against me better judgment. I don't have the energy to stop you, lass.
Thank you so much. I am grateful.
Don't make me regret my decision. Take Samuel's stone.
Are you sure?
Aye. Give it back to me when you're finished, though.
I promise. Thank you. I'll be sure to show you my discoveries,
Just
Mr.
like I will
Bryden.
give back
I'd rather
that
you
trowel
don't. Now then,
and the
I've
book.
got things to get on with.
I don't suppose you can spare any labour to help me with the dig?
Don't push your luck, lass. Market's on today. Plenty of able-bodied men about. Ta-ra now.
Yep, where we going there? Permission
Like
granted.
that,
Achievement
I
unlocked.
finally had permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow. As exciting as that was, I was distracted by what Mr. Bryden said of his brother's associate. There was no doubt in my mind that father was the stricken man he spoke of.
Might not have been. Might have been somebody else.
You told me he was crippled after coming off his horse. Why did you lie to me?
Now remember, there's no such thing as fairies, and your father has been telling you that since you were a young girl, but he came out of a barrow that was haunted by a goblin, and now he can't move or speak. But remember, no such thing as fairies. I think that's probably why they lied to you. Yes? Do you not think that?
To protect me, to stop me from following in his footsteps. You failed. And so did Charles Bryden. He should have said no. He should have never given me that stone.
Goblins are one thing, fairies are something entirely different. Okay, okay. Alright, you got me there. Alright, let's look at this stone that we have. That's just okay. What if I combine a worm with a...
No, that won't work.
Alright, I just
That's
thought
a
it might...
peculiar idea.
Ooh.
That's a peculiar idea. That's a peculiar idea.
What if we stretch the worm on the bow?
No, that won't work.
Okay. I'm just curious if we try and combine them.
I'm not sure what that would achieve.
Neither am I, which is why I tried it. Alright, I suspect that now the market day has been mentioned. Everything is ready. Right, okay, we walk over in this direction. Scare away the crow. No? We can only scare away the crow by going directly to it. Okay, fine. Old crow.
I've already taken one.
Stone, then resin, then other stone. Alright. I mean, it's not going to do anything.
No, that's not it.
Maybe resin, then
I
stone.
can't see how that will help me.
What about resin on the other stone?
No, that won't achieve anything useful.
It will make it polished. Or waxy.
I can't see how that will help me.
Nah, definitely not. But then again, didn't really suspect it would. Oh, who is that recent grave? Is it me? Am I already dead? Oh, you're... Yeah, I was going to say, you're the maid we've already seen.
Mutton pies!
Thanks for randomly shouting that out while I'm over here.
Good day.
Hey up.
Hey up. Tell me about the
What
stones.
do you make of these stones?
Don't look like out to me.
Thanks for your time.
Alright.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Alright. Hey there, Miss Tompkins.
Hello, Miss Tompkins.
Hello.
We weren't introduced earlier. My name is Thomasina.
Mom?
No need to mom me. Tell me about yourself. I want to fit in with you because you are the lower classes.
How do you fare, Miss Tompkins?
And I am
I'm waiting for
obviously
Mr.
Amber.
Ambrose. Have you seen him?
Who's that?
The milkman.
Oh.
Ms. Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
I'm afraid I haven't seen him.
Alright, who's Miss Fenchurch? Is she... well, the butler would usually be in charge of downstairs house people.
Who is Miss
Whose name
Fenchurch?
I can't work out.
His lordship's housekeeper.
Housekeeper, there we go. How's Lord
You are in
Panswick?
the employ of Lord Panswick.
Aye, he employs half a Bewley in one way or another.
I'm in need of some help for my excavation. Do you think his lordship could lend me some of his labourers?
Maybe.
Might you introduce me to him?
Sorry, Ma'am, but his lordship doesn't take visitors. Any road, I must wait here for Mr. Ambrose. Miss Fenchurch will be ever so cross if I've no milk for his lordship.
Okay, so I need to get milk, do I?
If Mr. Ambrose doesn't turn up, and I find you some milk, would you be able to introduce me to Lord Panswick?
His lordship really doesn't like visitors, Ma'am.
I'll take the risk.
Miss Fenchurch will be cross with me.
I don't
But
care that
she'll
I'm
be
going to
even
cost
crosser
your
if I come back
cost
without
you your
fresh
job.
milk.
So, do we have a deal?
Aye. Bring me some milk and I'll take you to his lordship.
Thank you.
But hopefully Mr. Ambrose will arrive soon.
I know where I can get milk from that goat.
Are you familiar with Hobbs Barrow?
What's that?
Never mind. Have you been waiting long for Mr. Ambrose?
Aye. He should have been here a good 2 hours ago. He's here every market day, you see. He sells only
Milk
the
from the
freshest
hens?
milk. Miss Fenchurch swears by it.
Milk from hens
I
is
hope
rarer
his
than hen's
fortune
teeth.
hasn't befallen him on his way here.
I'm sure he will turn up.
Oh, I hope so.
What do you make of these stones?
Oh, gives me the creeps.
Why?
Dunno, just a feeling.
I'll let you know if I find some fresh milk.
I got
Thank
a
you,
stone
ma'am.
somewhere.
But tell me if you see Mr. Ambrose,
I'll
won't
try
you?
and find it for
I will.
the next stream. It's got an ammonite in it, but it's not a real ammonite. It's just a stone that has had an ammonite carved into it, so that it looks all fossily. It's great.
Can I interest you in a pie?
I think I
Finest
also
one
had
in
an
all the
ammonite at
county.
one point.
2p each.
No, thank you.
You're missing out.
But
Perhaps
mutton
you'd be more
pies.
interested in a Scotch egg.
Oh, Scotch
Freshly
eggs!
made, just 1 penny each.
Oh, I don't have
No,
any
thank
money.
you.
What if I threaten to chisel you?
I don't wish to give that away.
Yeah,
I
alright.
really don't want a mutton pie or a Scotch egg.
You're crazy then. Who are you?
A jolly
Apple
looking
seller.
fellow. He'd make a fine
Who are
snake
you?
oil salesman.
Walking across. Person I can't interact with in any way, shape or form.
Mutton pies!
Where are you going? What you doing? Are you going to walk in the poo? No, okay, you're just a background extra running over there. Well, I'm glad I spent so much time. Scotch eggs. Yes, please, yep.
The produce is not mine to take.
No, I actually wanted you to walk over here. Oh, there's a different person.
Sacks of apples and cabbages. They've all seen better days.
Well, that doesn't matter.
Sacks of they've all... A jolly looking fellow. He'd make a fine snake oil salesman.
He really doesn't look jolly to me.
Good day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Would you like to try one on the house like?
Ooh, yes, please.
Yes, please.
Here you are, miss.
Don't make me eat it immediately.
The apple looks somewhat rotten. It's riddled with holes.
Cool. I'm sure
The apple looks somewhat rotten.
maybe? Oh.
The worm has found a new home within the holes of the rotten apple.
Yeah, hey.
I'm not sure they would be interested.
Yeah, they would, look.
That's a peculiar idea.
No, I've got a rotten apple.
No.
I want to, like, show you.
I'm not sure they would...
Like, I've got an apple with a worm in it, and I want to go, oh, look at this
Good
thing.
day.
How did you like your apple?
I'm afraid it is rather rotten, sir.
Hey up. That's slander, that is. Don't you be going around telling folk I'm handing out rotten apples.
The early horse gets the rotten worm. Look, I've got you a bloody worm.
I don't wish
with
to give that away. No.
Alright, woman. No. Alright, tins.
Tins of corned beef. Ghastly.
What are you talking? Alright, fine. I don't know why you think they're ghastly.
A decent selection
I mean,
of
I'm
cuts
not a
and
huge
sausages.
fan of the way they taste either, but
She is selling
don't
various
think they're
herbs,
ghastly.
some familiar looking, some not. The box is full of various sprouts and onions, nothing particularly tempting.
alright. Hey, woman.
She looks rather grumpy. Good day.
Fresh produce.
What have you got for sale?
I'm selling meat, vegetables, and all sorts of herbs and things.
Herbs and things.
You're welcome
Yep.
to have a gander.
Good.
I'll be sure to browse. Do you have any milk for sale?
Not today, sorry.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
Alright, I mean, I've ruined your livelihood.
I'm not sure they would be interested. No, that won't work. No, that's not it. No. She is selling various...
Look, I've got an apple, a rotten apple. What? Alright, I'll go and fucking give it to the horse then. Why? I don't understand why the horse would... Do I get the horse to take a bite out of the rotten apple, and then I take it back and say, look, there was half a worm in it? Did I do a thing? No, I did not.
Hey girl, would you like an apple?
Bleh.
She is completely indifferent. Perhaps the apple is too spoiled for her liking.
Perhaps the apple solves the other problem of the rancid goat milk. Look, man.
Good day.
Freshly picked. Selling them at a steal. Would Miss like to buy some?
No, thank you.
I don't know how to... Can I show you it?
I don't wish to give that away.
Can I show you it?
I don't wish to give that away.
Can I... show it to you?
I don't wish to give that away.
Alright, no, fine. Let's go try and do goats then. No, nope.
This is where I dug up Jane's rag.
Yeah, I know, go there. I refuse to walk past this place without scaring away that crow. Alright? Maybe I should have gone to the Barrow and just had a look. Although I need workers to help out. Alright, non-fussy goat. Do I need to get the bucket first of all?
I should ask Mr. Bryden for permission.
Oh, alright, fine. Hey, you know how I asked you for permission to dig up that place that you think killed your brother? Can I also steal milk from your goat, please?
What do you want?
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
If you can get any milk out of old Eunice, you're welcome to it.
Awesome.
Eunice?
Me goat. Good luck.
Right, now I can have a bucket. Now you can have a yummy rotten apple.
Hey girl, would you like an apple? The grumpy thing isn't interested.
Why wouldn't you be interested in this worm-riddled apple? Don't understand. Oh. He said, oh, I can map. Map. That's wood. To the north. To the exit. To the exit. Where's the exit? Exit. There we go. To the lovely, sweet smelling.
The delicate flowers smell rather sweet.
I could have tried milking the goat anyway. Yeah.
No, that won't achieve anything useful.
But I thought I wanted to get them sweet smelling so that it would yum it.
That's
You know
a
what I mean.
peculiar idea.
I want to cut them off. Oh my god, just give me these sweet smelling...
That's a peculiar idea.
Alright, screw you. Oh, show me the map. There's only 2 more places. Alright, Mildred. I want to talk to you about an
Hello
apple.
again.
Yes?
Milk.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
No, sorry.
Not to worry. Farewell. Can't see how that will help me.
No, but I mean...
What are those berries you're picking?
An ancient... However, they...
I see.
I've got medicinal... Okay, so I assume I'm going to have to use those medicinal ones later.
I don't wish to give that away.
Alright, yeah, let's go milk the goat. Let's try milking the goat anyway. I bet it's just going to go... Bleh.
All right, we're doing this.
I was not expecting this.
I'm not sure what that was. I don't know what's happening to me. All this superstitious nonsense must be getting to my head.
Did you know that was going to happen? You in the chat? Because that is... I mean... Huh. No? So you weren't just trying to goad me into doing that because... Alright, well... We're gonna do this again.
I'm not going near that thing again.
Alright, do I have milk?
The empty bucket smells of rancid milk.
Could I trick someone? It smells of rancid milk. Can I... Map? No? I've got no map for some reason. Is something going to happen when I leave here?
I should ask Mr. Bryden if he could milk the goat for me.
Oh, okay. Really? Hey, you know how you're letting me...
Well, did you get any milk out of her?
No.
I tried, and failed miserably.
She's a temperamental beast.
Perhaps you could milk her for me?
I'd like to help you, lass, but I've just had a flare-up in me joints. I've worked myself too hard this morning. I couldn't bend down to save myself.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Medicinal
Who
berries.
I could say I'm beyond any help, I'm certain of that. But if you know of any remedies for aching joints, please send them my way.
I'll see what I can do, Mr. Bryden.
I'm going to rest
Oh
for
my
a
god.
while. Ta-ra now.
Alright, go over there, get the thing, come back over here, get him to milk the goat, because I had a wobbly vision which wobbled my wobbleness. No, I don't want to become famous, thank you very much, person.
Daddy, I have something for you. I do hope you remember it. I've taken great care of it.
Tries desperately to find the things. Where are they? Thank you very much. You beat me to it. Alright, I do hope you remember. Oh, it's the thing that I got at my very first pot.
I have a surprise for Daddy. I have a surprise for Daddy. I think Daddy looks a little better today. Of course, it might just be wishful
I was going to
thinking.
say, I don't think he does. Yeah, crate and file.
I should show Daddy what I've brought.
Alright, we'll get the crate. What's that? It's the thing that I predicted
Daddy,
it
you
was.
must remember this. The day that started it all. It's the red urn you buried in the garden for me. My first ever excavation. Where should I put it?
The perfect spot. Shelves.
Mother took away all the knickknacks that used to sit on these shelves. The pot might look nicer a little closer to the light anyway.
Shelves in the perfect spot. Alright, okay, the perfect spot then it is.
Perfect. It will catch the light from your lamp so nicely. There. I'm going to become a great barrow digger, just like you.
1 pixel
I
wide.
hope the pot reminds you of those
Light
adventures
catching.
we had
That's
together
great.
when I was a child, and how thankful I am for everything you've taught me. Now I must tell you about my visit to Pallinghurst. I found an arrowhead.
Alright, hey. These joint
Good day.
cleaning berries. Do you eat them? Rub them on?
Do you know of any remedies for aching joints?
You're too young to be suffering from this, surely.
It's for someone else,
Never too
Mr.
young for
Bryden.
those.
Yes. I know just the poultice.
Capital. May I have some?
Well, I
Capital.
don't have the ingredients, I'm afraid.
What do you need to make it?
It's a simple blend made of natural elements. Elderflower and flirtwort. I can make the poultice for you if you bring me these things.
I don't know what
And
they
it
look
just
like.
needs to be applied directly to the joints. That should ease his burden.
Thank you.
So what do they look like?
Where can I find some flirtwort?
Flirtwort is not commonly found around Bewley. It's a perennial shrub that bears small white flowers.
Okay, found that.
You might find some growing out on moors if you're lucky.
Thank you.
And the other one?
Where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long since gone. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look like?
Elderflowers are small, white, and grow in clumps on the elder shrub. Elder shrubs can grow in all shapes and sizes. Just look out for the clumps of tiny white flowers.
Alright.
Farewell.
I don't know if I have to get... that can't be right. I was going to say I would have to go to the mansion in order to get to a private garden. And that doesn't work because I need the milk. So here's the thing.
This looks like it might be elderflower. I'll
Alright.
take some.
Yep.
A small bunch of elderflowers.
Are you sure that's what it is? Let's go back and say, hey, I've got elderflower. Yeah?
Good day. I have some elderflowers here.
Show me. No, this is not elderflower.
Oh.
It's cowbane.
Ah.
An easy mistake to make. The two look very similar.
Oh.
It's safe to eat, as long as you're not a cow. Very toxic to cattle.
Where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne.
Okay.
Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What is elderflower?
Alright, thanks. Thanks for that. Alright, then maybe I can feed that to the horse. Closest we've got to a private garden is over here, yeah. Oh! Are you coming to confront me?
Excuse me, Miss Bateman. I'm in something of a hurry. But while we're here, Mrs. Duplancy has told me you were making inquiries into my health. Please don't go alarming the woman, Miss Bateman. She has a lot on her hands. Doesn't need to worry about me on top of it all. My health is just fine. Speak no more of it
Which
to
is
Mrs.
why my
Duplancy.
introduction
Do
to
I make
you
myself
was
clear?
me cutting you up.
I didn't wish to intrude upon private affairs. I won't do it again, Father Roach.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I will.
Now, farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. Which work is that quote from?
Oh.
Romeo and Juliet. Oh, he's gone.
I got elderberry mixed up with cows. Yeah,
This leads to the church tower.
thoroughly
I presume.
urbanized. I am an urban fox. Hey! Ooh.
This must belong to Mrs. Duplancy.
That's great, that's why I'm
That's
stealing
not
it.
mine to interfere with.
Hey!
Those have seen better days.
Yeah.
The
but
flowers have long since dried out. I don't want them.
I might do.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. Duplancy.
If you're looking for Father Roach, he won't be back until
I
tomorrow.
want you, actually. You don't have any milk. That That sounds wrong. What? I'm looking for cow milk.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
I don't,
Or
Pet.
goat, I suppose.
Not to worry. Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
Is that a village near Erdlaw?
No, never mind.
Box pews.
These box pews are most unusual. I've never seen any quite so tall.
We Bewley folk like our privacy. Many of
It's
the
to trap
pews are
you in
owned by
there.
individual families.
Some might accuse you of hiding secrets.
Now, Pet.
I jest.
At my age, it's hard to climb in and out of them. I'd rather stand.
Excuse me. Where's Father
Where
Roach?
is Father Roach?
You might have noticed the good father has a green thumb. He's gone to visit his friend in the countryside to purchase some seedlings for his tower garden.
Need to get into the tower.
Where is Father Roach's tower garden?
Why, on top of St. Edmund's, of course. He's got a lovely collection of cuttings up there.
Oh, do you
You'll
think
have
I
to
can
ask
see?
him to show you.
No, I want you
It
to
does
show
sound
me.
rather pleasant. It's a shame he's not around.
Well, he does have a spare key for the tower door somewhere.
Oh ho ho! Going from one
I found
father
out
to
my
another.
father visited Bewley some 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
Bateman? William Bateman? I remember a William Baldwin. He were a right miserable sod.
My father was only in Bewley briefly, from what I understand. I'm trying to piece together what he was doing here.
You'll have to ask him. I don't recall anyone of that name.
My father took part in an
yeah.
excavation at Hobbs Barrow. Do you recall the excavation?
I concern myself only with matters related to the church. I'm sorry
It's
I
a
can't be
highly
more
superstitious
helpful.
time, so you might remember that.
What do you make of these stones?
They are not Christian. I'm certain of that.
I agree. Much older, I feel.
Older than Christianity? Oh, the youth of today.
Do you know where Father Roach keeps his spare key?
No, that's his business. If I did know, I'd fetch it myself and take you up there.
Not to worry.
I do recall him saying he hid it outside somewhere. For safekeeping, like. Were it in the graveyard?
I'll say in the new,
Oh, I
in the
don't
freshly
know.
dug grave.
Best wait till he gets back, Pet.
Thanks for your time.
Lord be
Alright.
with you.
Okay, so we have this curious space here, which, you know, really shouldn't do anything. There's nothing. Alright, let's go outside. I mean, really the easiest way to do it is to just gonna dig up the grave because I think there's a key there.
I may be a barrow digger, but I am no grave robber.
I mean,
This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave. This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave.
nothing which says the
William
key.
Paxton, modest and gentle of heart. Here lies Elizabeth Farnaby. Samuel Bryden.
Just checking
Death
that there's
is only a shadow across
nothing
the
which
path
has
to
gone.
heaven.
Oh, this is the key to your success.
Here lies Margaret Tillett, beloved mother, wife, and sister. Joseph Davis. John Purchase, dearly beloved husband of Florence. Forever in light, Anne Kemp.
No, okay. Let's. Headstones, fresh graves, exits. Okay, this is just the moors. Don't want to go back on the moors yet. This is over here towards the. Plaque bench. I suppose. I suppose it were in the cairn, were it? Don't really know how to deal with the cairn.
What a peculiar name. I can't.
I mean, just knock it down, but that doesn't seem right. What is with your carved stone? You didn't tell me anything about your stone, Mr. Soldier. Shoulder. I'm not a soldier. Pink Flintworth flowers?
I've no...
You mean in the background of the place where we were? I mean, they don't do anything here, they're just background. Maybe it's not in the graveyard. Maybe it's somewhere around here. They're memorial plaques. Can't be behind a memorial plaque, right? I suppose the vicar was over in this direction because of those medicinal berries. Alright, let's see if... What's his face? He's back. Oh, okay, he's not here. Alright, Cowbane. Come with me, you're going to see a horse.
The produce is not mine to take.
That's not who I meant to click on.
It's only thanks to Jane that I've gotten as far as I have in this enigmatic place. Hello, Jane.
Miss, watch me juggle.
Are they good apples?
Very impressive.
I can juggle even more apples.
Good.
Pies!
You know what I'm going to give you to juggle?
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy.
Now I can get a decent apple to give...
A worm!
Ah! Herbs.
Oi, put those back!
Sorry.
Oh, do I want vegetables?
Be careful with your apples.
Sorry, miss.
Look at it down there. I will go and pick it up and dare you to juggle with a worm-filled apple again. And then I will try and get...
Hello again, little worm.
Stop looking at me. Wormy apple. I dare you to juggle with an extra apple. It's definitely not going to be... Right. There they go.
A worm!
Now you're going to pick up all those. What are they? That's produce.
The box is full of very...
Vegetables. Not tempting. So it's the herbs that I want.
Oi, put those back!
Are they the herbs that I'm looking for?
Sorry.
Alright. Oh, do I want to swap them with the herbs?
Damaged goods.
Sorry, miss.
Okay, let's have a look. What herbs are these?
This looks like elderflower to me.
Yeah, it's a swap. I'm just not... It took me 2 attempts to remember to work out what I was doing.
Hello again, little worm.
I still want to get that bloody hair from that horse.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy. Yuck! A worm!
Yep. There we go. A worm has been yucked. Then that with that. Acquired elderflowers.
I managed to swap them without her noticing.
You think they'd learned by now? Yeah. Achievement unlocked. The swap.
The scene of my crime.
I love that.
The scene of my crime.
That is a great reading of a line. I love it.
A small bunch of elderflowers.
Okay, so, and then the other one, I need the key, which I don't know how to find yet. And then, can I pick up the apple?
I'll let the worm enjoy his new home.
Alright. Well, Kenneth II, you're great. Still need to...
I don't wish to carry around my heavy excavation tools.
Still need to get your... How do I get your... Oh, hello.
I've not seen him round the village before.
Where did you come from?
Good day.
Hello there.
Hello there. I'm Thomasina. I'm introducing myself with your voice now.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ralph. Not seen you around before.
I'm just visiting.
Who are you?
What brings you to the market today?
I purchased a Scotch egg for me tea. You want a bite?
No, thank you.
Don't share a Scotch egg. A Scotch egg is for you.
I'm looking for some help with an excavation tomorrow. Might you be interested?
Sorry, miss. I've already got my own job.
Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
Alright.
These flowers look pretty. Someone must take good care of them.
They're not flowers
The
that I
window
need,
box
right?
is well out of reach. These flowers look...
No, okay. No, not the excrement. This way. To the exit. Alright.
The road disappears over the horizon.
So I've got half. I've got half of two different puzzles. Half of two puzzles. And I don't know how to get the other halves right now.
Nobody home.
So I need to, well, maybe there's somebody I can talk to about the... Oh.
Joe, perhaps you've had enough sugar?
Hey!
Don't you start to know.
There we go, sugar.
A heap of glistening sugar cubes. Hello?
Oh, aye, she's back again.
I
Can't
am.
a man drink his tea in peace? There's nought for you here, lass.
I want your sugar cubes.
Horrible man. How many more sugar cubes is he going to add to his tea? He'll have no teeth left by the end of the day.
An infinite number.
I prefer my tea hot and fresh. My mother has a similar one.
Have I got anything that I could hit you with a bucket? Alright, you have sugar cube now.
Hands off me, sugar.
I think this is supposed to be for all the patrons, sir.
I said hands off.
Come on, Joe. Be nice to our visitors.
Ha! This place has gone to buggery.
I still want a sugar cube. Alright, I'm
I
taking
prefer
the...
my...
No, okay.
I'm not going to... I don't care for being yelled at.
But, I mean, I need a sugar cube.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. We will speak more.
Do.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
Sorry, lass. I've none at all.
Never mind. Goodbye.
sorry.
See you soon.
Do you, strange travelling person, have any
Hello
milk?
there.
Yes?
Is that your horse stationed in the alley?
Aye. Thistlecrack is her name.
That's an unusual name for a horse.
Aye. It were what she were called when I bought her. Glutton would be a better name. She likes her treats. But
Okay.
it feels wrong to change it.
Thank you for your time.
Make sure you watch my performance later, won't you?
I'll try.
Yeah, not Scouse. Maybe Liverpudlian then. But, nah, that's not Scouse.
I don't wish to carry the bowl around with me.
Why not? You've got everything else. Alright. Teapot, sugar cubes. Okay, is there anything... I mean... It seems stupid to try and put waxy resin on the
I'm
teapot.
not sure what that would achieve.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not sure either. I don't want to wash the stones in it. Oh, I've got a sugar cube.
Just looking at it makes my teeth hurt.
Oh. I didn't think I acquired one. I'm an idiot. Hey there. Here's a sugar cube, horsey horse.
Here, girl. Eat this. Good girl. Hopefully that's gained some trust between us.
I would now like to use my knife on your tail, because I have given you a single sugar cube. Is that okay?
I've managed to cut off a few lengthy strands.
There we go. Alright, next. Waxy resin. Nope. No, actually. Next, look at the horse.
I've taken a few long strands of horsehair.
Alright. Next, waxy resin on the horsehair. No animation, but there doesn't need to be an animation, but fading to black just seems silly.
This should make sufficient bowstring now. I think this is sufficient.
It's not... I guess it is bowstring, because it's a fiddle bow.
I've done it. The bowstring seems to hold on sufficiently.
Excellent.
My makeshift bowstring has been attached.
Alright. Now let's go... somewhere. Let's actually go down there. Can I go down that one? I can't go down that one. Okay, still nobody here. Always good to check though. Hey there, little girl. Are you over here? This is kind of where you were? Yes! Go back.
Look what I have for you.
No, I wanted to talk to you and say things, actually. Not just hand over stuff. But we can have some music. Dance along, everybody. If you're not dancing along, well... Oh no! Wobbly memories? No? He's got blue eyes as well. We've crossed the veil, have we? And I've fallen down. She's left her fiddle behind.
My head is spinning. What happened? Hello? Where did she go?
Free fiddle, exactly. Fiddle. Oh, can.
The girl has left her fiddle behind.
I
will
fiddle.
Left her fiddle behind.
Yeah, pick it up.
I'll take it with me in case I see her again. I want to understand what just happened.
She played a song and you collapsed and something happened. The abandoned fiddle achievement unlocked.
The fiddle and bow, left to me by the young girl at the Devil's Toe.
Alright, well maybe time has passed and thingy is back, because I am I mean, maybe he keeps the spare key in the can, but that seems ridiculously stupid. Right, there's nothing else here, right? Headstones, fresh graves, exits. So many plaques, exits. Alright, let's look at the plaques, just to make sure
In
I'm
memory of Peter Black. In memory of George Paxton.
Make sure there's nothing which says...
This plaque is surrounded by cracking plaster.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
I think I can chip away at this plaster.
I mean, I don't know why I want to do Peter Black out of all of them. I mean, I guess it could be it's the ones with the white.
Despite the cracks, the plaster is stronger than it looks. I can't break through it.
Alright, what about this one?
In memory of William Ager. This plaque...
Yeah, alright. Well, then I'll do the other plaster.
I think I can chip away at the...
Good. Or do I need to find the right one? Oh, Romeo and Juliet.
Despite the cracks, the
Yeah,
plaster is...
yeah. This is Romeo. Oh, wherefore
In
art thou?
memory of Romeo Hegg.
Yep.
This plaque...
Yep. I'm an idiot.
In memory of
William Ager.
This plaque. In memory of...
George Paxton.
This plaque...
Okay, nope. I just wondered if, like, it was a variable solution. And, you know, this one indicates Romeo and Juliet. This one indicates Macbeth. This one indicates Hamlet. But it doesn't seem that's the way.
I think I can chip away at this plaster.
And he had a different line when he left, whatever it was.
There's a key behind here.
Success.
This has to be Father Roach's spare.
Yeah. Have I got it? Did I take it? I did take it. Excellent.
Father Roach had hidden this key behind the plaque.
Alright, well I think we'll get some milk, and then that is where we might call it for the day. Use church key with door.
Capital.
Capital. Oh, it's 5 o'clock though. Wow, that is late.
Wild garlic, fennel, corn mint, borage. Quite the collection.
She just phased through the door. Yeah, I mean, they do that. Everybody in this village does that.
A small label on the pot reads flirtwort. This is just what I need. This is just what I need.
You just said that. Have you taken some? Yes.
A handful of flirtwort.
Awesome. Oh, I cannot. How do I get down? Go back down. There we go. Am I going to meet the vicar coming out?
I should put the key back.
Yeah, I was going to do that actually. I was going to lock the door before I put the key back. But you know,
there.
If you don't want to do that,
on.
That's you. You do you, Thomasina. No, okay, you just... I'll put the key back so that it's in the right place, but I won't bother to lock the door, because locking the door, that would just be ridiculous. Can I skip this animation? Nope. Oh well, I'll enjoy my door phasing powers for as long as I'm in this place. I thought, oh, it won't be too far to just click my way across, but it is. Alright, you. I have. Thing.
Good day. I have the ingredients you asked for.
Oh, I have both of
Wonderful.
them. Okay, excellent.
Hand them over.
I am. See, I don't mind that
There
when
you
it goes to
go.
black and there's a sound
Tell Mr.
there.
Bryden to
but
apply this poultice to the
so
area
many
in
times
question.
it has gone
It
faded to
works
black and there
wonders.
hasn't been anything.
Thank you very much.
Alright. No, hang on. Let's look at the bolters first of all.
I should take this to Mr. Bryden.
Yep, we will do in a minute.
There's nothing else I wish to discuss at the moment.
Alright then. Mr. Bryden's farm. Hey, Mr. Bryden, I got your poultice, so now you can milk the thing, so I can go to... I can get an
No,
introduction.
that won't
yeah, okay, not using it on the actual door. Yes, I can get milk.
I've got a poultice
And
for
now I've
your
got
joints,
milk, I
Mr.
can go to
Bryden.
the
It was prepared by
Lord,
Mildred
and the
Walker.
Lord can give me
Who?
excavation.
You may
people.
know her as Mother Mildred.
Oh, thank you, lass. That Mildred knows what she's doing. I should have thought to see it myself.
She said to apply it directly to where the pain is. It should work very swiftly.
I'll give it a try.
Does it just numb the pain, or does it actually reduce the swelling and the inflammation,
that did the
etc.?
trick, lass.
Because if
I
it
feel
numbs
like
the
a lad at
pain,
20 again.
then you're still
I
fucking your leg
suppose you'll
up
be
when you
wanting
do
me to
things.
milk old Eunice for you in return.
If you don't mind, I'd appreciate it.
A fair exchange. Stand well back, lass.
Believe me, I'm not coming an inch closer.
Because, you know, I freaked out the last time I tried to do this. Wow. That animation. That is definitely the animation of somebody who doesn't have any pain in their legs anymore and knows how to bend
Thank you very
properly.
much, Mr. Bryden.
Eunice the Provider achievement unlocked. Alright, let's look at this milk.
The bucket is filled with fresh goat milk.
And it was in the rancid milk. Oh wait, I can map. To Village Square. Hey there, you.
It's probably safer if I don't draw any more attention to myself.
Why? Because we're near
the scene
of your crime. Yeah. Great. I love that. No, not map, sorry. I pressed M for milk. Use goat milks with Miss Tompkins.
I've got a pail of fresh milk here for you, Miss Tompkins.
And it only took you all day to get.
Here.
Mum, you've saved my hide. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I'm worried about Mr. Ambrose.
Did you any?
I'm heading back to Panswick Manor now. Would you still like to meet his lordship?
Very much so.
Now, I can't guarantee you'll be home, all right? He's a very busy man.
I'll take my chances.
Follow me, then. Come on over. It's not much further.
Oh, okay. Amazing.
What time do you call this?
Sorry, Mum.
Give it here, then. What the hell is this muck?
Goat's milk, Mum.
You daft bint. Since when does his lordship take goat's milk with his tea? Oh, he will not be pleased.
Oh,
Get back to your
have you
sweeping
got
before I
another
clip you over the head.
Sorry, Mum.
thing above the doorway there? Another stone marking, like on Shoulder's place. Why did I go over there? Well, that doesn't matter. Let's have a quick look at what to do. Explore Bellway in the surrounding area. Find workmen for my excavation. They're the last two things on my list. I don't know why I went up to the menu when I could have just said save. And here we are on day 22 of what it feels like anyway. But that is where we will end for the day, with the exciting milk to be found. Well, no, the exciting milk done there, and now to talk and our way in and talk to his lordship and get men to excavate the Barrow with us the next day. But that will be tomorrow, I hope. We'll see how I feel after having played in tonight's game of Steam Steel Murder, where we will be doing something. I don't know whether it's going to be D&D first or something else. So yeah, 14 hours or so, and I will be over on the Steam Steel Murder channel playing stuff. I hope you will be there too. Yes, specifically you. Thank you so very much for being here. Whether you're live and in person or later on the VOD. I have noticed people subscribing while I haven't been broadcasting or following, I should say, not subscribing. But yes, we have been doing that after the fact. That's great. Why are you doing that? I don't know, but I appreciate you doing it anyway, and I appreciate you for just watching this, whether following or not. But until the next time, which, as I said, will hopefully be tomorrow, I have been Richard, and this has been LMTDTMFFR, or, say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels. And you will have fun.